Just let me think. Let me get the screen set. Oh, we are set. And we are here. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello, and welcome to... Yeah. Oh, by the way, the name that we were thinking of doing is already taken. So we're going to have to come up with another
Oh,
name.
Not Dead Yet's taken?
Yeah, Not Dead Yet seems to be taken. But we can worry about that later.
Not deceased yet.
Yeah, not deceased.
Not deceased yet.
At the current moment, we have not managed to perish.
Yeah.
Campaign Dungeon
It will
Master
soon
Go.
happen.
It will soon happen.
One of us will die.
Obviously. Okay.
I can't believe it.
Bullshit. I refuse to be the one to die.
Dude, literally, I think you've been the first person to die in every single campaign we've ever
You
played.
didn't die in the last one.
I was one of the only survivors in the last one.
Yeah, but
Yeah, no.
every other campaign.
You died.
Okay.
Your dice rolls are cursed.
Hold on.
Oh, I should actually pull up the fucking...
Oh yeah, I need to. Do
I rolled a
that too.
6.
Good job. Okay.
Damn.
Anyways, it's time to start. So I
Yes.
guess we should probably go around and introduce everybody for our thing first. I'll go last because I'm the most important person here. So
Okay.
who wants to go
So,
first?
Anna, you go first.
Why? No, you're first in the thingy. You go.
Yeah,
No,
Jacob.
we're gonna do counterclockwise. Damn. Okay. I am Jacob, and I am going to play. Wow, English is hard. I'm going to be playing my boy. I still don't know how I'm supposed to. Okay. Aurdhan Geanigane, my Goliath order cleric, lawful good boy. He's a big guy, got lots of tattoos, very lawful good to the point of extreme. This is gonna be a fun time.
Yeah.
If we're recording this, we'll probably just like edit in like a shot of just what the fuck the character was.
Yeah. Well, we probably will. Who wants to go next?
Are you gonna want me to like explain why Tassa worships garden
No,
ornaments?
no, you don't
No,
need
no,
to.
that's part of the story
Excellent.
development.
You don't need to
Okay.
explain everything.
Why
We're just like
arouse them?
we're just like this is like a one-page intro.
Yeah.
Describe your character in
Okay.
5 sentences.
Thank
sort of
you,
thing.
Okay.
Our characters also don't know
Guide
what
food.
character worships garden gnomes, so that can come in later.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, I'll go next. I'm Anna. My character is Tassa Sparkbonk. She's a gnome. She's also a sorcerer. She's very small, doesn't like Goliaths, and she worships the lawn ornaments.
Grr.
Nice. Okay.
Right.
Ian seems to have muted himself, so we're gonna go to Noah.
Oh, excellent. Hi,
Yeah.
I'm Noah. I'm going to be playing Gral Dovizurz, a hobgoblin lawful neutral, who's a member of the Watchguard and aspires to be a legendary commander.
Mm-hmm. For those who need to know, Noah is Noah is the green one. Yeah. Well, we're all learning here. Noah's the
Yeah.
green guy in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't tell he's speaking because he's green.
Yeah.
I'm the green family guy.
Okay. Let's do Sebi. You want to go next?
Oh man. I am Sebastian. My character is Asil Astora, son of Solaire Astora. Asil is more on the lighter side. Solaire was a buff character, but this stepping aside from his father, he decided to go a path of a ranger. So he's only about 5'5", relatively lightweight at 120 pounds. Brown hair, green eyes, dark clothing, but friendly guy.
Nice.
Bueno.
Bueno. Oh yeah. By the way, for those who need to know, we're kind of our group has been playing together for a little bit, but we did a campaign a little while back, and so this is going to be set in the same world from the last one. None of the characters from it are actually in this game, but Sebi's character is actually the son of his last character.
The one who didn't die.
Yeah, who didn't die, not the first one.
My characters never die. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, never.
Okay.
Okay.
Never. Okay, Ian's open, so Ian, your turn.
Go.
Yeah, I am open. So, I'm Ian. I am playing Cormus. Cormus
Cormus is a human fighter. In the past, he's worked as a mercenary. Before that, he was a servant at a noble house across the ocean in Taronia. He has blonde hair and green eyes, and a set of large talon scars on his torso.
Ooh, there we go. And I guess
Like, someone who's not a sorcerer elf is more likely than you think.
the funny thing is I can hear Ian right beside me in his little closet reverberating when he speaks.
He's
Okay.
hiding.
So last but not least, we got Cameron.
I am. I'm Cameron, and I'm playing Rak Wraithraiser, a Dragonborn paladin that's 6 foot 9 feet tall, 300 pounds of muscle, and is a bronze Dragonborn, but has more of a brown tone to the scaling. I am a chaotic good paladin with the oath of conquest, and I hate people that abuse their power.
Am I
Cool.
the only one who that's evil, or because I
Yeah.
checked out for a second because
I mean, we always thought that you were like the only one who was gonna probably be evil.
shit. All right.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm LG Bramble. I forget what you are.
Chaotic.
Neutral good.
Oh,
Neutral
Yeah.
good,
I'm true neutral.
true neutral. You're lawful evil, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then
like it's better than him being
yeah,
evil
so you're
stupid.
the only like not better than lawful stupid.
Okay. Someone has sent. Yeah. Someone has. Oh, Jacob, you found royalty-free music, so we're just gonna put that in
Yes.
on the bot now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Using.
That's true.
Yep.
Try editing in later because the bot is.
Yeah,
not-
I don't care. I'm putting the bot
Nope.
on. It's background music. There we go. That's nice. We're using Rhythm Bot.
I forgot.
And I'm gonna, yeah, just put his volume really low. It's just background noise. Okay. Last but not least, I am Owen. I will be the dungeon master for this group and the ever toiling creator of this world.
I will be your flight attendant for the day.
I will be your flight attendant. Sit back and relax as we begin our journey into my world that I have spent loving hours on when I should have been studying for exams.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
Yeah.
what it is.
By the way, if you can't tell, we're all relatively young, like university.
You're making us
Students. Yeah.
sound
Cool.
like we're 12.
We are not 12. Sorry.
I'm baby.
He is baby.
Guess my age, I dare you.
Dude,
Three.
Okay.
I'm about to stay home all on my own.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We're big
Actually, on
boys.
my own. Yeah,
Oh yeah, your dad's
Yeah.
abandoned you again?
yeah, he had to
Yeah.
go to work. He's essential.
Mhm. Okay.
Does he work?
I bet they're the people that make all the at any point my dad's work closes. America's really like doesn't have a lot of shit.
Oh, okay,
Well,
gotcha.
America or Canada?
Both, honestly.
Okay.
Abbott's the one that's supplying all the testing. So if that facility closes, America doesn't have any way of getting it because it's the only facility in the world that makes it.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
Abbott- yeah. So yike.
Yike indeed.
Yikes.
Yeah.
All right, let's play the funny game.
Let's play the
Enough
game.
of-
Let's play
enough
the
of
funny
serious
game.
thing. Not
Just
serious,
give me a second. I'm gonna
fun
get this
time.
thing to loop. There we go. So it'll just play it indefinitely. Okay. Who's excited to get started?
I'm ready not to die.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You better not die. You're like,
Good luck, Seth.
yeah.
Yeah, good luck, Steady.
Gonna turn this full screen. There we go.
Hopefully, Steady just doesn't
Okay.
die in his actual.
Welcome to the Legion of. Really going through my notes. I am not organized.
5-second delay as you hear shots.
Yeah, welcome to the region of Catalia. Catalia is a sub-district of the continent of Nyaski, which is westward of the continent of Taronia. We're going to begin our adventure in the frontier city of Maniki, which sits along the Manikan River. Manikan River is well known for its rapids and strong currents, as well as the common number of canoes that head down the river, bringing supplies to and fro, and down to the ports in the east. Now, if I remember correctly, everybody's in the village for slightly different reasons. I've been here for a little while. At least all of you have been here. Is anybody here new in the city? Or has everybody been here for at least a week?
I think Bramble is the newest one, isn't she?
No, I've been here for at least a week. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've been fixing stuff for people.
Oh, right.
I've been here for a week or so.
Same. Me and Cameron got here at the same
Yeah.
time.
Okay.
Both gang.
I've been here for like 4 years, I think we decided on.
Yeah.
You're the oldest person here.
Like
So-
48 or something.
If I'm not on my
69.
tribe,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So,
like age in like human terms.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm fairly young
Yeah.
compared to.
I'm like 18.
so, you would all know, be very aware that the city of Maniki has been having some trouble recently. There has been conflict between them and the Longtooth Shifter group from the tribe in the settlement known as Tunlani. The Tunlani Shifters have been raiding and fighting against the city for a while. There's been a lot of border disputes and conflicts in the surrounding region. However, recently, over the last few days, this has ended. The agreement has been made between the two that there will be no more conflict and that they were going to work towards a peaceful solution. As we're coming into our setting now, we've reached around the end of the celebrations of peacetime. However, there is another event occurring. An important figure from Taronia is heading across the water as we speak to the city. And so, this event must be well prepared for. People are busy everywhere. There are banners going up, stores being cleaned and such. Now, we shall begin at the Sweet Maple Inn and Tavern, which resides along the Manikian River, hanging over the semi-cliffside, across where the rapids are, so you can look down. It almost looks like an old mill, if you look at it from the outside. We shall begin with our hero, Cormus, who has been staying there for the last week or so. You ready, Cormus?
I guess.
Yeah. So, you have been at this inn, being taken care of course, by after you arrived unexpectedly in the village. Am I right?
It was very unexpected. I don't think they expected to see a bleeding man.
No. No, not in the slightest. But you were taken in, of course, by the kindly innkeeper, who you now know by name, and who I can't find my card for. Him and his daughter keep track. There we go. You've been taken care of by Lucian Riverwood and his daughter, Emil Riverwood. They're both humans. And now that you have pretty well recovered, you've been taken care of, you've been fed at really no cost to yourself. Lucian has pulled you over into a side room for a private conversation. Now we're going to begin trying to do roleplay. This is going to be really weird. Oh.
Ruh-roh.
So, there we go. Cormus, you've just been pulled over into like a side room by Lucian. I need to talk to you. Cormus, I need to talk to you for a moment. Can I take a moment of your time?
Of course.
Thank you. Right, well, the thing is, I'm going to need... Okay, so you're very well aware that there are some major events coming into town, right?
Yes.
Yeah, well, you know how busy Emil and I are always running this place. Well, can I ask you for a favor?
What kind of favor?
Well, right, it's nothing any big, but first of all, you look like a well-made-out man. Look like you've been around places, been around exploring, fighting and such. Well, out a bit north of here, there's a spring, like a little spring into a little pond. that is taken care of by a water spirit that I kind of ticked off a while ago. But the water there is magical, and I would really like to have some of it so I can make a special drink for the celebrations. But I can't go. I need to watch this place, and also the water nymph probably doesn't want to talk to me at all. It's not going to be a safe journey, so like, if you'd be willing to take it, I'd be willing to put up some posters for you to find some friends to go along with.
Yeah, working with other people tends to make these things easier.
Yeah, I can offer you some supplies and a reward for this. Definitely, this is a big deal. I'll also supply you with some jugs to fill with when you come back
So-
and all that.
Before you say any more, what exactly did you do to anger this nymph?
Oh, it wasn't much. We got into a little fight. It's nothing I really want to talk about. Is that okay? Doesn't need to know that it's coming from you. She's really pretty willing to let people take her stuff, but like take from the pond. And I just thought of like cross the line once.
Alright.
Great, you're the best, mate. Like really.
Yeah, you, and of course I have to ask about this. You mentioned payment.
Yeah, well, look, things are currently a bit tight, which is unfortunate with all the writing going on. But I've come into some recent opportunities, and if you get along well doing this with a group, and if the group gets along well, I've got a reward for that you might like. I can also supply gold if needed, if the other offer isn't good enough. But I can't really, I don't want to really give it away. Because things might change on the larger offer before they're done. But either way, on the basis, you can get some gold out of this, certainly, if that's okay with you.
Of course.
Great. Thank you so much, mate. I'll just I'll stop building some stop building some posters and looking around, okay? And we can host interviews here in a day or two. Is that okay?
Sure.
Great. Hey, and he pats you on the back and he's like, "Thank you so much, man. I mean, you kind of owe me already, but this is a big deal, and it's a bigger deal than you can imagine." He sort of says that ominously as he leaves. So.
As he leaves, I say my payment up front is the payment that I charge up front is what I already owe you.
Thanks. And he's like, thanks. Alright, he goes back to his work, and he's keeping track of the bar, keeping track of the people staying in. Now, some of you also know Lucian and Emil. We should not forget our two newest comers into town, Gral and Rak. You came aboard a ship a week ago, and likely haven't had a place to stay. So I'm guessing you're currently staying at the Sweet Maple Inn?
Yep.
Yeah? So are you guys bunking together or in separate rooms, or?
No, you want to share a room?
I
know, I don't bite.
Just guys being dudes, you know.
Yeah.
Just dudes being boys.
2 beds, 5 feet apart.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Physical distancing.
You gotta save money when you can.
Yeah. Well, so you guys come down, and you see, pretty much right after the event of this, you've heard of this Cormus guy who's been being taken care of, but you haven't really seen him around. Cormus, what are you doing after that sort of thing? Are you going back to your room?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I just go back to my room.
Yeah, just sort of hide away. Okay, so you guys see Lucian come back out. He's keeping track of the bar and stuff. And you see him slap up a poster on one of the pillars in the inn. By the way, the inn is it's pretty clean. The tables are good quality. You can look out onto the river. It's a pretty nice view. The walls aren't anything special, and there's nothing super fancy about it, but it's well kept, well looked after, and there's an interesting feature. If you look over the bar, the top above it is this giant log, which is actually a piece of petrified wood.
Huh.
petrified maple wood. So, what would you guys like to do? Are you just gonna sit around in the bar? You want to notice? You might notice that he's also placed a poster on the
Hint.
hint. Hint.
I want to read the poster and
I'll
see
go
what it entails.
Yeah, let's find
Yeah.
nothing to list.
Yeah,
There's a
so-
fucking poster.
Well, actually, as you guys are coming towards the poster, he says, "Oh, you guys might actually be interested in this. It's a good deal. Well, it's, and he, as you read the poster, you see it says, adventurers needed for potential adventuring party. There will be gold and glory in the future if you join. Interviews are tomorrow in a room above the bar."
Oh, we're doing a job interview. All right.
Yeah.
Job interviews, my favorite.
Yeah.
Like that one superhero interview from Deadpool.
Oh yeah.
I'm interested because I
Mhm.
need some money.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so that's sort of what you see for the day, and you guys go about your normal business. What do you guys do for the rest of the day?
I mean, I have my job.
Yeah, that's true. You head down to the southmost tower and just sort of stand around the whole day, keeping track, and watch out with a fellow with the second in command, actually, which is quite a big deal. Your supervisor has sort of let you go and given you an opportunity to be with another officer for a tiny bit. This is Edwin Blackheart, Sergeant Edwin Blackheart. You've noticed he's very stern and he seems to be kind of stressed a tiny bit, but he's just sort of stands there almost silently, unmoving, while you sort of go around your duties. He just stands and watches, almost ominously.
Almost ominously.
But not quite ominously.
That's,
He's only 50% ominous.
you know, it's an intimidation factor.
Yeah.
See how good they perform.
So, Cameron, Rak, what does Rak do?
Is there any way with proficiency in game sets? Is that like good with card games and stuff like that?
Yeah, if you have proficiency with a gaming set, yeah, that's like whatever gaming set you selected, you have advantage doing
Oh, yeah,
stuff
I
with
could
it.
select one? Can I select like would a deck of cards count as a gaming set?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna choose as it.
Okay.
Can I find a place in town to play poker and see if I can make some money first?
Okay, sure. There is another tavern in town that has a few rooms. It's relatively seedier, though. It's called the Fallen Oak. And it just sort of, in front of it is sort of this ramshackled wood cabin with an oak tree stump sitting in front of it. And so you find a group of some people who are interested. One of these actually is the off-duty, seems to be an off-duty watch officer. He is a Kenku, however. So he's a small, almost raven-like bird person.
Raisin-like?
Raven. Raven.
He's a winkly.
Winkley. There's also, so you've become acquainted a tiny bit with the members there. That is Big Bell. Big Bell doesn't speak. Big Bell only goes clang when he.
Oh, Big Bell.
That is Big Bell.
Play
Uh,
me harder.
You also see there is a fur trader, Shifter. Shifter, you can't really tell the difference between the different types of shifters yet. But she is called Sarod and Sarod Katina. She's got black hair and has an amazing poker face.
Uh-oh.
and she's a fur trader from one of the local tribes. There's also you meet the wild and wacky Peter Glorybluff. Although he's only everybody calls him Pete. He doesn't actually have a last name, but he tells you, my name is Pete Glorybuff here. Pete Glorybuff is the name. Lovely to meet you. Lovely to meet you.
Steal his money already.
He's a gravedigger.
Oh,
He's the local gravedigger. So Jacob, your guy would know him as well, because the graves are right beside the temple.
Makes sense.
Is he the only gravedigger in this entire place?
He is the pretty much the gravedigger for the
got a
city.
monopoly on
People don't
grave
die a
digging.
lot.
So he's a lone digger. I see. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, people sometimes go and help him out, but good old Pete does his job to the best of his ability. He can play with skulls like there's no tomorrow.
To be or not to be?
That is a question.
I don't think he's being paid to play with skulls.
So those are your four companions for a game of poker.
Right there.
If you want, you can make a roll. Roll a d20 and add your proficiency bonus. Cameron,
Mhm.
for your game. Does anybody else want to join into this poker game who isn't currently available? Who isn't currently
Elsewhere.
there? Elsewhere? Yeah. Like some of you guys that we haven't
Who
mentioned.
else would be in this sketchy inn that would like to join a poker game? Is-
Is Zil interested?
If Tassa joined, but she also probably couldn't see over the table, so.
It's like a little. Yeah. So you also notice there's one other character. There's one other one. They're actually on a stool, which is on top of another stool. This tiny little gnome.
Oh yeah, we're in, boys.
So there are. Yep. And by the way, Tassa, on the way in here, you also see a poster mentioning an advertisement for an adventuring company.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What a coincidence.
What a coincidence. So you see the same advertisement that the rest of them have.
Well, I will make note of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if you guys want to play, I need both of you to make a roll. And if you aren't proficient with it, then just do a normal roll. Otherwise, if you have proficiency, add proficiency to your roll.
Proficiency in what?
To playing cards.
Oh, I do not have that. Okay.
Okay.
I
So-
rolled a 14 plus 2.
Okay, 16. Anna, what did you roll?
14.
14.
Money from my hand.
Yep. Peter rolled a 1. Peter loses all of his money. Peter's okay with that. Hey, boys, that was a good game there, and I'm really happy to meet you all.
He was holding his cards backwards.
Yeah, he was. Peter had his cards the other way around, and so he couldn't see what he had. Big Bell doesn't do too badly. And Sarode. No, Sarode plays you a really hard game. However, in the long run, first of all, let's see. Rick, you managed to make 20 gold pieces. That's pretty good. And Tassa, you make only 3 gold pieces.
Better than losing
Hey,
gold
we
pieces.
take that.
Well, let's be honest. Like, Pete kind of lost all of his money.
A little bit.
He's not gonna run. He's
throw Pete
out
a
of
hit.
money. I'll see you on the flip side, boys.
Can I throw Pete a tip before you leave?
Yeah, you know what? Sure. He
Throw him a 5 gold piece tip.
He catches it midair and he says, "Thanks, mate. Thanks, Baba. See you around. Keep digging and staying alive." And he holds his shovel up and he just marches out of the inn, out of the tavern.
What a gamer.
Yeah. So now, Tassa, what are you gonna do for with the rest of your day?
Well, I was working on fixing someone's armor.
Okay, so you're just gonna.
Work on that.
So you finish up fixing the armor today. Let's say, today you wrap up with that. Now let's go to Aurdhan. Aurdhan? Did I pronounce that right? Jacob.
Is that me?
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce your name.
It's more like Aurdhan, I think.
Aurdhan. Okay, I will remember.
Why do you
Aurdhan.
choose like the hardest to pronounce?
I know.
Hell yeah, brother.
Aurdhan. Aurdhan.
Yeah.
Your times at the temple have now officially come to an end.
Yes.
Your replacement has come and has taken you off duty. You're
Uh-huh.
currently leaving the temple as you see Peter come by. Hey Alden, how you doing, mate? How you doing?
Sorry, hold on. Who the fuck is Peter?
Remember the gravedigger?
Oh, right.
Peter! It's Pete.
Yeah.
It's good old Pete. Good old
Okay.
Pete.
Hello, Peter.
Who the fuck are you?
Hey, mate. Hey, say, I know your days here have come to an end, but look, I want to do you a biggie because you're just the best, right? And so,
Yeah.
I saw this poster and I ripped it off a wall, and it might be just up your alley because you're done with stuff. He hands you this poster, and the poster is the adventuring poster that we've mentioned before.
Interesting.
Might be a good
pursue this.
opportunity for you.
Very
Maybe we'll even work together. I'm thinking of flying out too. And
Oh,
Peter
boy.
and Peter walks away, whistling an execution tune. Actually,
Execution. Oh
he's
my.
whistling an execution tune.
Goodbye, Peter. I will see you later.
Yeah. Anything else that you want to do with the rest of your day?
Not that I can think of. Like, I'll just like I'll prepare myself to get ready to go on this adventure because it seems kind of sick. Nothing wrong with
Mhm.
just taking water from a nymph.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know what the quest is yet.
Yeah,
Okay,
nothing on the
fine.
poster.
It's not on the poster. It just says adventurers wanted. So now we
I've got
come.
nothing better to do.
Yeah.
I'm an
Yeah.
adventurer.
So now we come to our last member, Isil. Isil, you have recently returned to town, just traded in some fur and some other supplies that you've collected.
Sweet.
These have actually made you 10 gold pieces off the total run that you made. So you
I'm
get
not broke anymore. Sweet.
10. And as you're wandering around town, you see there are some boards in the main sections. You're walking around the market actually, as you were just finished your work. You see a poster looking for adventurers and those interested in traveling.
Well, this looks interesting.
Yeah.
Some extra cash would probably be better. 10 GP is good, but I do need some more money
Yeah.
to
It's-
buy for the month.
This you see an old lady come by. Young man, I'd just like to say thank you for selling me that beaver pelt.
I mean, no biggie.
You're so lovely. You know, you seem like a good old boy. And she sees the poster looking at it. That looks just up your alley. Good luck.
Well, thank you. Enjoy the beaver pelt.
She's got the beaver pelt wrapped around her like a little cape, sort of.
I like your incredibly subtle railroading.
I know. I promise I'm not gonna railroad a lot. This is just this is me trying to get you guys all
You need to
together.
start
Yeah,
it.
valid. Yeah.
It's a valid
Once it gets
origin
started.
story. Yeah. So anyways, the next day comes, and you all arrive. I'm guessing you guys are all going to the interviews.
Yeah. hold on.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
need money.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hosting, so I can't really get out of it.
No, you're.
Yeah.
Dude, I
So-
can't
so-
host.
there's a tiny line of a few individuals around lined up to go. Now, Cormus,
Oh, gods.
you and Lucian are sitting at a table with a sheet of paper. And he's collected the names of everybody who's there. So he is he's ripe and ready to go, and he's ready to go when you are.
I lean over to Lucian and I say, actually, despite my past as a mercenary, this is actually something I've never really done.
Really?
No.
What? Really?
I've always worked with the same team.
Oh, well, it's good to shake stuff up a wee bit, eh? It's not that
Yeah.
crazy. I used to do a tiny bit of this stuff. Not a lot, nice and crazy. Did a few fur runs in my day. Good money in that, eh?
Hey.
Aye.
Hey.
Right, okay, so, first on the list is, right, let's see. We've got, he goes up to the door and he takes a look. And he comes back and he's like, we have Nalawi, Taldilindar. He's a half-elf, and you see this half-elf walk in. This is a scrawny, skinny, but still very somehow kind of attractive half-elf teenager. He's only about
Darn
16. He's
Sorry, no
16.
legal.
He's 16 years old.
Fan.
16-year-old half-elf comes in, and he's like, hey,
Hello.
who about that, eh? Who are you, eh?
You literally made this character just continue.
Did not.
Yeah, my name is Cormus. So just to get an idea of why are you interested in this adventure?
Ooh, I've been working on the river a lot, eh, right? Yeah, the ladies here, they like a good exploring man, eh? And I mean, they like me a lot already, but like, I need more, yeah. Yeah.
You're a sketchy guy.
You are.
Didn't risk it, yeah.
I tell you later. I think he's like this guy's a teenager. I asked him, how old are you?
27. You can tell he's lying. Like, he flat out lied.
Thank God you're not having me make an insight check for that.
No, you can tell. He's not 27. Not even close.
And I say, well, okay. What skills do you have?
Dexterously, yeah, I dance on logs, and I can move logs, and I'm good with girls, yeah.
Dude,
Oh,
that
man.
charisma stat through the roof.
How can you not have this man on your team? Ian?
Ian, cannon fodder, think
Think of the possibilities.
And you can
use him as a bridge.
you just see Lucian is like he has his head in his hands, and he's like he's just looking at you like maybe we want to go to the next one.
I say, I'm sorry, your skills, your background, it doesn't really look. So I'm gonna have to say no.
Oh.
Darn, just
Okay.
crushed, man.
And he's just he heads on out, and like Lucian's like, right, mate. I don't know. If you said you haven't done this a lot. Well, a good thing to do is to, unless you really want them, to just tell them, we'll consider you. Yeah, we'll consider you. It doesn't mean that you're gonna keep them. Doesn't mean you're gonna take them. It's a bit nicer than you kind of suck. Yeah, we don't want you around here.
Well,
You did it. You broke
Well,
down
look,
job
I
interviews to the
can't-
bare essentials.
My anxiety
Okay,
is
look,
rising by
you-
being here.
he was obviously just looking to find a way to show off. I mean, nothing particularly wrong with that, but showing off in a way that you go looking for danger that he obviously isn't prepared for, I can't have that on my conscience.
Well, no, I agree completely. I wouldn't have taken him too. I'm just saying, like, don't tell them flat out no. Just tell them we'll consider you, and then just don't tell them that you want them, and then they'll just assume you said no. But it's nicer than saying screw you, get out of my face. If you know what I mean.
Screw him, get out.
Anyways, let's pull up the next one, and the next person in line is the ready to roll Rak. Rak, you enter into the room, and he's like, okay, the next one here is Rak. Rak Wraithraiser. He's a Dragonborn who's been at this place for a while. Good chap, good man. Right, Rak, you can come on in now.
I
Rak,
walk through the door.
you walk into
Is
the
there-
room.
Is it a chair? Or is it
Yeah,
just-
you can sit down to the
I
chair.
sit
There's like
down
this.
in the chair.
Yeah. Awesome.
Hello, Rak.
Hello.
So, what are your skills? This is probably going to be a dangerous adventure, as many are. So, what are you good at? What can you do?
I'm a very strong fighter with a multitude of weapons with a side of healing. For whenever you get a boo-boo, I'll heal you right back up.
Hell yeah, brother.
Brother.
What kind of? Do you have any training? Background? Were you a mercenary or something?
I was a bounty hunter for throughout the cities of this land.
Good to know.
Yes.
Any other questions? Cormus, are you good?
I have no more questions.
Great. So Rak, I guess since Cormus, we'll consider you definitely 100%. Right.
I
Okay.
stand up, give him a very firm handshake.
Yeah. No. Both of them get like really firm.
Strong.
Yeah.
Break hand.
And what is it? Lucian sort of like pats your hand. Like he's sort of like whispers to you. I bet you'll get it, man. I bet you get it. Don't worry. If you don't, I'll buy you a drink.
For that free drink, though.
Do you want a job or a free drink?
I don't know.
Okay. And he's like, okay, next here is let's see who we got here. There is. Well, we have. Oh, this is interesting. Aurdhan I can't pronounce his name. You, the Goliath out there, come on in. I'm really sorry I can never
Hell
forget
yeah.
your name.
Really, my anxiety levels are like just rising constantly. No, please.
I enter the room and I choose to stand.
Okay, you don't sit.
Yes.
It's like you don't want to say.
No.
Okay, mate.
And I say, hello there.
Hello. I am here for the job interview.
Well, you're in the right place.
That's good.
So what are your skills?
Well, I am I'm a cleric. I've been following the way of order for many years, over 20 years. I can give lots of heals and buffs. I've been an acolyte at the Shrine of Reason for many years. I can perform many rites. I can heal all of you guys if you ever need it. Handy with the mace. I can lift things good. Yeah.
All right. And have you had any experience when it comes to adventuring?
Not really, but I've grown up in the wilderness my entire life, in or around the wilderness, so I'm very adept.
Well, yeah, he would be a local,
handling
wouldn't you?
myself in the yes.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good to know. Well, thank you for your time.
Nope.
We'll take good consideration when thinking. Well,
Excellent. I will take my leave now.
They offer you, you just leave without a handshake. Like
Yes.
pivot, and just out.
No, the handshake is the most important part.
No, well, I guess I'm not getting the job.
It's like, oh, he forgot the handshake. Ooh. Now respect.
Better hire that teenager instead.
Exactly. Okay. Well, our next. Next up is. Oh, hey, it's that gnome lady who's been around here. Tassa Sparkbonk. Come on in, Tassa.
I know what mine is.
just imagine like
Hello.
the door gets kicked down. There's just a 3-foot gnome standing there.
3'5", I'll have you know.
Zero for Caleb.
Maybe on the shorter
I-
side of average, but you know.
I have to peer over the desk to look at you. Hi.
Hello.
Do you want me to grab you a book or something to
That might be
he's
nice.
like,
yeah.
yeah, so actually, it was like, do you want to sit on something, or do you want me to just put you on the chair so you can stand up?
I'll just stand on the chair. It's fine. I can climb up
You
there.
sure? You know, I've got gnome chairs. We accommodate for everyone here, of course.
Oh well, that's very inclusive of you. Thank you.
He has one little, and it's a skinny little stool. It's almost like a stick that just goes up, and there's like a little chair on the top.
Excellent.
He leaves. There's like 10-minute wait. He pulls it out and puts it down, and and it's got like ladder rungs for you to climb up to the top on it.
That short. I'm only 3'5".
It's just like 3 rungs to help you get up,
Okay, I see.
because it also puts you up at the.
I love it.
You are but a tiny person.
So
I
what's
say-
the details of this job you're presenting here?
Very good question. Very good question. So, details of this, we have to go get some water from a spring up north.
So why has no one even asked about the job yet? I just realized.
Nobody cares. You guys don't care. You're just like, I'm gonna go on an adventure.
I'm going on an adventure, Mom.
Gathering a group of people because this is potentially a dangerous job.
Okay.
Do you have experience with traveling, adventure, this kind of thing?
Oh, I have much experience with traveling. I used to live in a small village, and I've been traveling and fixing things for people ever since I was about 40, I'd say.
Okay.
He's like,
So you're,
How old is this gnome?
69.
you know,
Nice.
like so you're
And
so you're good when it comes to like maintaining, and repairing equipment.
Oh, I'm very good at that. I pride myself in my work very much. I'm a sorcerer, so I can also incorporate repair spells into my tinkering, which I'm very proud of.
Those are some useful skills. Is your magic solely for tinkering and repair, or is do you have spells to protect yourself with as well?
Oh no, it's very versatile. I have some attacking spells, and I'm very much interested in working on defense spells as well.
Well, you have a wide variety of skills that would definitely be useful to have, and you have experience with traveling, which I can't deny is a good thing.
Lucian leans over, like, hire her, you idiot! Just say I hire you.
You're hired.
Yeah, there we go.
I appreciate that. People often underestimate me for my size.
There's
Oh,
no underestimation
I-
here, madam.
I used to work with a dwarf, and if you would ever felt insulted about size, whoever insulted him would get a fist to the knees.
Yes, very familiar with that method.
Only the knees. I would have aimed a bit higher. Right. So, yeah. So actually, hi, Tassa, since you're already on, do you want to stick in and help with the interviews? Or do you want to leave? If you hang around, you can help out. Tassa. Anna.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
I can still hang out. I'll help.
Yeah, I want to help.
I'll try my
Okay.
best.
Lovely to have you on. So now there's 3 people in this room. He moved your chair around to the back, that you're behind the table now.
Excellent.
Excellent.
The council will decide your fate.
Yeah, the count. Oh, I just realized how lucky we are that you went after the Goliath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, I'm dying for the next one, and he pulled. Oh, this is strange. He's like, it's okay. You know what? That's weird. And he, let me just double check. He starts to open the door, and it suddenly burst. He slightly pushed open. Like he looks out, and then suddenly, like this guy forces open the door. It's this grizzled, human. He's got black hair with gray slashes on the back, and beside him You know who this is. Tassa. Big Bell stands beside this man. And they're both wearing
Oh,
armor.
God, no.
And he's like, oh, what?
Oh, God.
Captain Ander, what are you doing here? I am here to let you know one thing.
Uh-oh.
Lucian. Yeah, why is it? Like, I don't think I haven't done anything wrong. Never have I done anything wrong before, but what is the issue here? There is no issue. The issue is this. I see you're forming an adventuring party. I want to let you know one thing. If you guys, your party, or the party that you're hosting, or whatever the amalgamation of people is, if you harm this city anyway, I will hunt every one of you and kill you. Well, not kill you. I'll bring you to justice, and then you'll probably get hanged anyways for harming the city. But I'm not a cruel and unjust man. Big Bell goes clang, 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 like in support.
Cormus jumps out of his chair and backs up against the wall.
Like,
And goes to his sword.
I'm not here to hurt anyone, but I just want to let you know, because adventurers commonly bring trouble, and my job here is to prevent there from being trouble. Got it?
Respectable.
Yep.
Respect that, yes, that's
Good
that's
man.
Fair.
It's not. Have a good one. If you need anything, I'll be down at the watch house. And he smiles and he salutes and then turns and exits the room.
Does Big Bell go with them?
Yeah, Big Bell follows behind in tow.
Like Cormus goes back to his chair and says, "Thank the gods."
Thank the gods for what?
What a
Don't worry
question.
about it.
Question.
Don't worry about it.
Right. Anyways, the next person we have is, let's see, Gral. Oh, it's Gral is in line next. Okay, Gral, come on in. Right,
Oh,
Gral's
hell
another
yeah.
one who's been here for a tiny bit, probably as long as you've been hiding in your room.
I enter the room and I just kind of just walk over to the chair and just sit.
How exciting.
How exciting, yeah, invigorating.
So Gral, I'm gonna leave it to these two to interview you. I'm just here as support.
Lead leader, alright.
Yeah, well, that's what I do. Anyways, Cormus and Tassa, go ahead.
So, Gral.
Mm.
By your look, judging by your look, you're a soldier, ex-soldier.
Mm-hmm. I was a mercenary. I was a mercenary for a band overseas before coming here.
Huh. Alright, so then you're used to fighting wilderness, that kind of thing.
Yep. I'm trained.
How large was the team that you're used to working with?
I was the leader of a platoon of 8.
Hmm.
It wasn't that high, but it was just 8. It was just an officer for 8.
Alright. And your skills are with leading and fighting, or
Mhm.
do you have any other skills that are notable?
I'm trained in tactics and battle methods.
Alright.
Tassa, any questions?
I was just wondering if you had any questions about what we were doing or anything.
Yes, actually. Where are we going?
See, this is an important thing to know before you get into this kind of work, I think.
I think.
I think the Innkeeper would be best to explain it,
Hey,
because I'm only
extra
heard
pay.
secondhand.
Extra pay is extra pay.
Yeah.
The guard doesn't pay that much, so.
So,
Anyways.
the job is we're going to a spring up north to gather some water from the spring. The journey is potentially dangerous, so that's why we're getting a team together.
Hmm. Interesting. That's still fine. I have no problem. I have no problem with being a part of that.
Okay.
Sounds
Well,
beneficial.
we will consider you,
Hmm.
and once we made our decision, we'll come talk to you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Great. Okay. So we've got 2 more to go. Oh, it's him. Actually, we got 3 more to go. I'm sorry, I forgot. Right. No, we got 2. We got 2 on the list. Sorry, it was just a moment there. I forgot to scratch our friend off. Okay. Next one is Peter. Pete. Good old Pete. And Pete walks in. Hi, fellow. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Hey. Let me bring you... I'm feeling as dead as this morning is, hey? And he comes over and like pulls off the chair and sits down. Right. How you doing? My name is
hello.
Peter Glorybuff. Your name's Pete. Your name's Pete, Buff. Your name's Pete. You don't have a last name, Pete. My name is Pete Glorybuff, and that's how I want it to be.
Alright. Pete, why do you want to come on this adventure?
Well, I want to do things with my life. No, shoot, wrong voice. I want to do things with my life. I want to go places. I want to do stuff. I've been sitting around digging holes all my life, digging holes, and you know what they say when you dig holes, you gotta stop digging holes if you want to do better. When you're in a hole, stop digging. But I like to dig myself into
Do
holes.
they say that?
Are you a grave digger?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm the official grave digger of the Temple of Shrines, actually. The official city grave digger. If you really want to talk about it, I am the best grave digger there is in this town.
Do you have
Town.
an apprentice?
No, ma'am.
Who's
Well,
gonna dig
technically
graves?
there are people who help me out on occasion, but no.
Okay. Do you have any other skills than digging graves?
I can use a shovel.
Tired.
I can hit things with a shovel. I can use a pick. I can hit things with a pick. I can make jokes. Why did the skull cross the road? Because someone threw it.
Huh. Good joke.
Okay. Well, Pete, thank you for your time. We'll need to deliberate about whether or not to take you on. We'll consider you, and we'll get back to you with the news.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And he comes over and he shakes all your hands and he leaves like dirt is left on your hands as he walks out, and you can see like this little trail of dirt
Bruh.
behind him.
Disgusting.
It's dirt.
Okay.
So, all right. So finally, we have Izil Astora. I think he comes around here a few times to collect stuff, but I'm not sure. To sell stuff. Anyways, Izil, come on in.
Hi, hello.
Hello.
Thanks for having me.
Well, it's good to have you here. So, what kind of skills do you have?
Well, I'm usually out in the wilderness hunting things, so I'm very proficient with bow and arrow. I don't use them as much, but I use 2 short swords.
So you're well acquainted with the local territory, right?
Yeah, I am outside. I am out in the woods like 90% of the time. I only come into town just to sell and purchase some supplies.
Okay. So you're local, you know the land. So are you a tracker or a trapper?
Track.
Tracker. Okay. Anything to add, Tassa?
Well, what exactly are we doing with this adventure?
Alright. So there's a spring to the north with a water spirit. You may know of it. So you also probably know about the celebrations that'll be happening soon. So we need to gather some of the water from there to prepare.
It's not that long of a journey. Don't know why we need a party for it.
I've been told that it's potentially dangerous.
No, the right turns, you should be able to get there quite safely.
I promise you, mate. This is going to be a bit more dangerous than you think.
All right.
And also, so
most of us, some of us for sure, don't know this area as well as you do, so we don't particularly know the right turns to take. Of course, if you are really here to join us, we would be happy to have you.
All right, thank you.
So did you accept the offer?
Thanks, I'll accept your offer.
Wonderful.
I get up and shake his hand.
All right.
Great. So that should be everyone. And just as he says that, this drunk old man bursts into the room. I want to join. I want to join. He's swinging his canes around. And he's like, I want to join. Gary, get back to your table. But I want to join. I want to join. Look, I got skills. Excuse me. Yeah. So you see this withered old man. It's like his skin is just stuck to his bones, and he's holding in one hand two mugs and a cane, and in the other hand another cane. And he's swinging them around wildly. The beer is splashing everywhere. Gary, get back to the room. Get out of here. But I want to join. I want to join. Yeah. Anybody gonna do anything?
Jerry, your name was?
Jerry Atrix. Jerry Atrix. That's me. Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Mr. Patrick, please, take a seat, and we can start your interview.
you see, what is it? Lucian turned to you and like, you can't be serious, mate. You can't be serious.
Well, I go to Lucian and whisper in his ear. I whisper, well, we may as well do the interview if he's intent on having an interview.
Jerry just vomits and passes out right in front of you as you're speaking to Lucian.
Bruh.
Idiot.
I think okay.
Oh, that's settled.
I think he's said enough.
Hire that man.
I think the unconscious is Jerry. We will consider you. Thanks for your time.
Great.
Well, I'd say.
So the day goes on. So first of all, Cormus, who have you decided that you're gonna take along with you?
Well, I already have. Well, Tassa and Isil are already on the team.
Yeah.
So there's a couple that I've been. I say to the two of them. Okay, there's a couple that I've been thinking about. So they were. So Rak, the hobgoblin ex-mercenary.
Gral is the half. Gral is the mercenary.
What? Oh, right.
What a
Gral
great
is the-
interviewer.
Sorry. Okay, so Gral, hobgoblin mercenary, Rak, bounty hunter, and Aurdhan.
Okay.
Sounds
Alright?
good with me.
Great.
Okay, I take it. All right, so these will be our people. I'll go tell them the news.
Right. You sure you don't want me to just send a message boy around? I don't know where they've gone to anyhow.
Yeah, you can say actually that's probably better.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this. I need you to get this done in 5 days' time because the festival is in 5 days' time, and I kind of need it's in like 6 days' time, and I need the day to prep the drinks.
All right.
So you got 5 days starting tomorrow.
All right. We'll leave tomorrow morning
Easy
then.
enough.
Yeah. Cool. Great. Thanks a lot, mates. I'll send a little telegram. I'll get them to meet you at the river. Corman, you can pick up my canoe and take one of my canoes and take it with you for the company. It should be big enough. Got 2 big ones in the back. And yeah, go meet down by the beach. Probably would be the best option. And then you can leave from there. I'm gonna give you. So he hands you a map, Corman. Cormus. So you can see if you go to the World Anvil page, the current link that I've given, it's the regional. He hands you a few maps. There's a map of the city. All the maps that I have given you, excluding the trade post map that I posted, all those maps are in the maps that he hands to you. Okay?
Okay.
And he points out where I want you to go. I'm going to share my screen now for a second, so that screen one, go live. There we go. My screen. Yeah. So he says, right.
OBS.
All I need you to do is go. Let me make sure that Discord is... Actually, people can see what I'm doing on my computer,
Yeah.
so it's fine.
Yeah.
Where's our local map? Says, right, so we're here, right? All I need you to do is go up to here.
Oh, it's not very far.
Well, actually, it's a bit past here. There's like a little tiny pond right about here.
Okay.
Okay.
Right? And I'm gonna place a marker. I'm gonna edit the map and place a marker on it for you guys. Yeah.
Alright.
So all you gotta do, go up there, get the stuff, come back,
Get the good stuff.
get the good stuff. Quest spot 1 will be what we're gonna call this.
Okay.
There we go. So now you can view the map, and that marker is now on it. Got it?
Banger.
Yep.
I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Great.
Is this gonna end up like some kind of poison Kool-Aid type thing?
Oh, bro.
Love
Do
poison.
not.
Anyways,
We gotta go like 6 or 7 hexes up from
Mhm.
where we currently are.
yeah. So each of those hexes is 2 miles.
Oh, we can do that in like less than a day.
Yeah, you guys could make it there in a day, get the
Yeah.
stuff, come back, unless something goes wrong or you
That's
get
like
lost.
12 that's like 12, maybe 13 miles. Like that's it's easy,
Unless
boys.
something goes wrong, he says.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Something will, of course, go wrong.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Red
start
Dragon.
getting ready for things to go wrong.
Yes, shall we?
Alright.
So the morning comes, and you have all received your instructions. You arrive on Boater's Beach. Boater's Beach sits on the Maniki River in about the downtown area of Maniki. Faces the Manikan River and is pebble-based, pretty much, and it's this giant beach. It's commonly filled with canoes and boats, rowboats, if there are larger ships that are down the river that have been dropping off people. And you are now gathered together at the canoe. I'd like to point out that Lucian is not there. Lucian has given you the quest. He's gone back to his job.
Okay.
Alright.
How would you like to do this? You're now there.
Well,
Nobody told me there was a Goliath involved in this.
go fuck yourself.
This is a
The gang discriminates.
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult.
Is this racism I see?
Is this racism against the token local?
Is this a racism against the one diversity guy? Dude, I like okay.
Listen, I have nothing against you personally. It's just in the past I've had bad experiences with Goliaths.
oh, so all Goliaths are bad
take those
now.
bad experiences and shove them right up your little gnome asshole, you cunt. Okay, let's
Demonetized.
demonetized. Alright.
Censor.
So are you guys all
Was I
gonna...
supposed to be in character there?
I mean, that is in character now. I guess.
Okay.
I mean, look,
sounds
if you're gonna say something out of character, always feel free to, like, you could just mention that it's out of character. You don't need to do a voice. If you want to do a voice for your character. It's up to you.
Yeah, that
I
wasn't
feel like I should make my voice higher
actually
pitched
saying
when
that.
Is it
passing.
considered?
Yeah, that's okay.
Is it considered lawful good to swear?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't think my character would actually say that. So
I mean,
let's
well then,
pretend I say
yeah.
that.
So then
Just
that
be
wasn't
passive,
right?
that wasn't in character. That's all I gotta say.
And just
Okay.
both like
Not
having
in
this
character.
discussion,
Easy.
and then like everyone else
Cool.
is just looking at it like, bruh.
I'm the only person on the screen now. Okay,
Yeah. How does it feel, Owen?
it feels great.
People kept
PT.
walking into my room, so I just turned off my screen.
Yeah. Okay. So now, are you guys all gonna file into the canoe? Are you guys gonna meet up and introduce each other
How
to
big
each
is the
other?
canoe?
I had no
It is-
idea we were going by
so,
canoe.
so this is a war
War
canoe.
canoe.
This is like a war
Oh.
canoe.
Oh, this is a big boy canoe.
Yeah, it's big. It could fit all you guys
Perfectly.
and your equipment in it. And
Damn.
still, and then you guys can paddle it along.
Okay, I'm not strong, and we have a little gnome.
I'm
I-
strong.
I'm sorry, but I can't help you with paddling.
I can't help that
strong.
much either.
Who has high strength? and
I will paddle.
I mean,
I'll
you can
paddle
all
too.
paddle. It just means that some of you won't be that helpful at
Almost
paddling.
7-foot Dragonborn. Bulk
Here.
of muscle can help you.
Whoever's strongest go at the back, I think, and then,
Yeah,
and then someone else second strongest goes in the front, and in the
I'm
middle
18.
will.
I have 19. I'll go in the back.
I have, I think. Let me just check. 15. Yeah, so I'll go middle.
Okay.
Ian, by the way,
that's-
you're muted if you're saying something.
Whoever our navigator is should be in the front.
Balls.
Who's the navigator?
Well, remember, the
The
front
front is
and the
where the
back of the
equipment
canoe are
is.
important.
He needs to paddle,
The
so they'll
front
be
doesn't
behind them.
have to be a navigator. It
Yeah.
can just be, their navigator can be anywhere. Kind of.
Yeah, just
Well, who
have
the
them be
hell
like,
knows where they're going the most? Is it me? Or...
Yeah, you.
That,
Okay, so I know where I'm going the most. Okay.
Is that
No, no, you
as
don't.
well?
You're
Oh,
not
didn't
from
it be
this
me?
region.
Yeah, I've lived here for 4 years, Owen.
No, I know, but I mean, look, my point is, you've lived there, but you've mainly. Would you have ever really left the city?
No, but I know like how to go 12 miles up a river.
No, I know, but my point is Isil is a ranger from this region. He has been a ranger in this region for like a year, I think, right?
To you.
Yeah.
He's been here for 2 weeks.
No,
No,
that's
No, that's the others.
that's the others.
Oh, okay, so
That's all
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Isil and you are like the two, like you're almost like local. Isil's almost like a local, and you're kind of almost like a local as well for just this region, but you're
Yeah,
not
okay.
quite. So Isil would know where he is going because he has been in these
okay,
woods.
Mr. Ranger Man, we better not get lost.
Go east.
Weast.
Yeast.
I thought you said
do we
weast.
punt the gnome?
Punt. That's
You
the-
know what? We
You're
could
just
technically
looking
do that.
forward.
That's just the
I'll
can.
look out. I'll be lookout. I'll sit on someone's shoulders.
She's
Great.
just the cannonball. Don't
Put the
worry.
gnome as like the.
Tired of the front.
The figurehead of the ship.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'll just stand T-posing in the front.
Reverend speed.
So
Stand.
let's see.
All right, canoe.
So
Alright.
Y'all are
you're
heading
all
north.
in the canoe. Now, since not all of you are going to really be paddling that effectively, we're going to have to consider how fast you're going to be moving up the river. Plus, for portage times, across, are you guys going to run rapids, or are you going to just port? I'm assuming you're going to portage around them.
Portage, don't go
Run
right.
rapids,
Portage.
run
No.
rapids, run rapids.
We're not
Don't
running
run
the
the-
rapids.
Don't.
I
run
would
down.
advise not running the rapids
Hey,
Let's have we
if
done
you want to
the
do a safe trip.
Yeah.
from experience, never run
portage
rapids.
The rapid.
Can I sit on the canoe while you guys are portaging it, like on top
You're
of
gonna
it?
fall off.
No,
Probably.
I don't let you on top of the boat as we portage it.
I mean, if she's already tied, if
Yeah.
she's already the figurehead.
The Goliath. Tiny foot and she falls into the water, never to be seen again.
Goodbye.
Okay. So
Wait, we can't have the Goliath in the back of the boat.
Why not?
Why?
Isn't it gonna
We
like
have
just
a
hit?
300-pound dragonborn in the front.
Yeah, we balance each other off, dude.
Weight distribution.
All right.
We're fine.
I am 312 pounds, I'll have you
And
know.
I'm 298, so
Bruh.
Mhm.
God, I'm
Well,
less than
good
half a
balance,
year.
there
dude, I'm 7 feet of muscle.
we go. I'm
Okay.
7'10", get bent, haha.
I'm
Oh.
5'11". I am 5'11".
For me, I am 3'5".
Fun.
Okay. Anyways, let's just keep going.
Yes.
Stop,
Let's
keep
stop
going.
flexing our heights
So-
on each other.
Just give me a second. I'm just double checking movement on this because you're gonna be traveling with pretty much in a rowboat. So, you move at about 1.5 miles per hour.
Balls.
So, let's look at your map.
So slow.
Let's view the map,
Not
and then
over
I'll
13 miles, right?
just give me a second. Let me share my screen again.
Oh, that's not that bad.
No, I kind of want to show where we're going here to anybody watching. If people decide to watch after we post this. Where is my map? I want to view this as a map. Open this in my thing. Oh, open presentation mode. There we go. Yeah, so you're here. Oops, I don't want to make a marker. That would be 1, that'd be 2, so let's see, 1, 5, 6. So that's 12 miles on what? Actually, how are you going to go up? Are you going to go up the main, like, you see how there's a darker river and then a skinnier river that goes closer to the location? Are you going to go up the skinny river or up the wide river?
I say large river.
The skinny river is more likely to have rapids.
Well, like,
Yeah.
are we gonna be again?
Is that how that
You're going to
works?
be you're going to be against the current either way that you're going.
Big river then.
Balls. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just go on the big river. That's what everybody wants.
Okay.
Okay.
So that is up to about the point where you need to get off and then start
Isn't
hiking
it
in.
technically the same distance if you're one square back.
Yeah. See. If you go, so there's a few options. Are you gonna come? How do you want to approach this? Are you gonna just go up the river and then come down onto the point that you're going to, or are you going up and then back down, or are you going up and then getting off and then walking a few miles inland?
I think getting up, walking a few miles.
Okay. So this is gonna take you. Getting up the river is fairly uneventful. You guys are leaving. Let's say sometime around 8, right?
Okay.
AM or PM?
A.M. It's in the morning.
Yeah.
So 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be the closest one actually. If you get off there, 7, and then you just go straight through. 6 miles. Let's see, 6 miles at a mile. Let's say you're gonna move about 1 mile per hour, only because you have to portage as well, and carry all the equipment.
We're bringing the boat with us the entire way.
Well, currently, so you have gotten to the point where you need to now get off. It is now 8 p.m. Because of how long it took you to go up. Also, you're going against stream, right?
True.
So you reach the edge of the river that you need to be at, and it is already 8 p.m. at night.
Okay.
Do you want to make camp? Or are you going to just keep heading in?
It would probably be better to set up camp near
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
river.
I
Let's set up
concur.
Camp here.
After
Okay.
12 hours of rowing.
Yeah, I think we're all probably.
Yeah, everyone's
pretty-
definitely tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for the gnome.
Except for the gnome, he's
Except
been
for the
fighting
gnome.
the entire time. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys stop to make camp. What are you guys doing? Let's hear who's doing what in camp. We have. What is Tassa doing to help with setting up camp, or what are you doing when we're making the camp?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Help set up camp. I have mage hand. I can like actually try and do stuff like.
Then
that
why
I
didn't you
can't-
pick
I
up a
can push
paddle?
Mage hand. Because I think pushing the water with mage hand would be over 5 pounds.
I mean, you could push 5 pounds of water.
That's true.
I think
I
that
must push more. Can I
Would
set
be
up a
very
perimeter
helpful, though.
around camp?
Sure.
And make
I'll help set up a perimeter.
Okay. Do you guys have tents, or do you only have sleeping rolls?
Oh, I think I have an adventurers pack thingy.
What's
Yeah,
in a what's in a
That's only a
priest's
bad roll.
back?
I know,
Okay.
but I can still
I haven't
use that.
explored that.
Just give me a
I
second.
do not own a tent.
I have ropes and a tinderbox and
I'm guessing no one has like tarps or anything.
No, I have a bedroll and blanket.
I have a backpack, blanket, tinderbox, alms box, 2 blocks of incense.
You have blankets?
Why do you need
incense?
incense?
Because I'm a priest.
Wait,
I
you
need
have a blanket?
incense to like cast my spells.
You need incest to cast a spell.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Good job.
Bro.
Okay. So you guys set up for the night. It's pretty quiet. Nothing really happens.
Epic.
I'm guessing you guys are taking watches.
Yeah,
Yep.
Sure.
Okay.
I can stay watch for most of the night.
Bruh, alright.
Don't worry, the gnome can stay watch for the rest of the night. He was
Yeah.
sleeping so much in the canoe.
Yeah,
That's
Tommy-
true.
The
Tommy-
burden.
Tommy gets-
I just put her up a tree.
Yeah, 3-hour shifts for each
Yeah, sure.
of the people that weren't canoeing.
Sounds good.
Great. So, yeah, it's a fairly uneventful night. There are some loons that go past on the river, cooing. You don't see any canoes come by at all, actually, during the night. But looking across the water, you do see the remains of some kind of ruined tower that you can always check out if you want
I
to.
say we don't, and we just
Is
keep
that the
going
little
on
like
the mission.
dot square on the
That's the dot. The dot squares are ruins of kinds. I haven't named them on the map, but they are ruins.
Let's just focus on our goal for the moment being.
Yeah.
We can always come back to it on our way back because we're probably gonna like. Are we leaving camp set up?
Well, yeah. Remember, we only have 5 days to do this. You have to like
Mhm.
make
Now
days.
we have
That would be
4
one
days.
day already down.
Oh, right. So we have 4 days. So I don't think we have time to
Well,
waffle
we have
around
3
it.
days in the middle by definition. If it takes 1 day to get there and 1 day back.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
still, that's not enough time to warrant fucking around in
It's
a
not
room,
enough.
in my
It's not
opinion.
enough time to be able to.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Either way,
And even if we get back early, then it's better for us. We can take part in the celebration. We can take a look at the ruin afterward.
Good. Okay. So,
Right, let's pick up camp and let's get
Yep.
rolling, boys.
next morning, you guys, are you gonna take apart camp, or are you just gonna leave camp as it is, or?
shouldn't we like
I'm gonna take
leave it
my stuff
up?
now.
Why would
Because
we
I
not?
started
Well, we're
leaving
gonna be
stuff like that.
leaving. Like, we're probably not gonna be able to come back here by the next night, right?
Yeah.
Well,
So-
based on your map location, it is only about 4 miles inland till the pond.
So I say we pick everything up and go.
I'm
Yeah.
packing my stuff.
Okay.
I don't know.
I
if
just
you
had
guys
my
want
one.
to
Canoe
go.
then?
Yeah, let's pick everything up and go.
Are you gonna take the canoe as well?
Well, we kind of have to.
Okay, so that's gonna slow down your movement, just so you know.
Yeah. Not by particularly a lot.
Someone's
No.
got to get a folding boat.
Hell, me and Cameron can probably just carry that between us.
I mean,
Nice.
I have
Oh, yeah.
I have
Yeah.
a really high strength.
I'm a Goliath, so I have that
Yeah,
plus
but
1 to
both of us are
carrying
too
things.
tall for you.
Yeah.
That's
Can't
true.
even reach it.
So, let's take a moment for me to just take a look. Trying to figure out how long it'll take you to get there.
Quick math.
Quick math. Quick math!
Just 10.
At least 10 minutes.
Obviously.
It's
To go
probably gonna be like
40 miles.
40.
Sorry,
Looks
4
like it
miles.
Sucks.
So you guys are gonna be moving. Hey, guess what? How fast are you guys?
Well, we have the canoe, so I.
Yeah, you're gonna be moving slow. So it'll take you about 2 hours. So it's about, it's coming, it's about 10 by the time that you get there.
Alright, fine.
And you guys arrive. You can see on the hill that you are on, the hill comes up, there's some bushes, and it appears to almost drop off. There are a few other hilly cliffs around here. On the one that you're on, you can see water pouring out of the side of the cliff in almost a waterfall into what's likely going to be a a pond below, but you haven't yet reached the pond. You do, however, hear noises down there.
What are the noises?
You hear voices. Now, does anybody know the shifter language? The
Which one
I
is
do.
that?
just the general.
I
I
do.
have Librarian, I don't remember which one that is.
Yeah,
I didn't.
My scowl was for the bear shift.
I know the shifter language.
you know. Jacob knows the general one. You can hear them talking about. We strike at noon. Stand tall, be ready, and remember, wait for the horns.
Alright.
We will be there, well, not at noon, but we'll be down there by about in a day. Should almost be. You should be there by tonight. We'll be ready to strike. In the next few days, we can just wait for reinforcements.
Alright, I'm gonna address the party now, and I'm gonna say they are talking of attacking something in a day. It will be signaled by horns. That's all I
Did you
got.
ask them?
What?
Wait, were the voices coming from down below? or-
Yes, the voices
Yes.
that you hear are coming from below you.
That must
What
mean
race was
Can I take a look over the cliff?
It means you have the high ground.
Yeah.
So,
Do you want to stealthily look over the cliff, or just look over the cliff, or how do you want to do this? There are some bushes in the way.
I think it was like stealth. I'm gonna stealthily, like, try to sneakily stick my head over, so that, like, hopefully they don't see, because they probably won't look up anyway.
Make a stealth check.
Okay, that is a total of 4.
Okay.
That's not good.
Cameron, you can also make a stealth check if you want, but
I
it doesn't
was-
really matter.
I know. I have 15.
Yeah. So although you remained unnoticed, Ian kind of like crashed through the bush, and all the people down there look up, and you hear one of them. Jacob, you can make this out. Get them!
okay.
And
Listen,
suddenly,
How many of them are?
everybody. First of all, actually, Ian. What does a 17 hit?
A 17 ties.
Okay, so you just see a crossbow bolt shoot right past your head, and Cameron, that doesn't hit you, but another crossbow bolt comes out, and you sort of you have a shield, right,
Cameron?
Cameron?
Oh, sorry.
Oh wait.
My Discord is like spiking to 2,000.
Okay. You've got a shield, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So you just sort of like block it with your shield, and deflect it.
Nice.
Now I'm gonna stop sharing my screen because that goes on
Oh,
forever.
it's sending.
Oh,
and,
This is what Neo sees.
I saw the void.
and now.
The void's telling us to roll.
Now, I would like everybody to roll initiative.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I dropped my
Oh my
dice.
god.
There we go. I got a
I'm
7.
gonna roll initiative with the cursed die.
Oh no.
20.
No. Why?
I am not rolling well. I can already tell.
Haha. 19.
Oh! I got a 20.
Oh, you and Bramble both tied. Oh wait, no. Do you have a modifier then?
Did anybody else? So, what were your values again? So
Type
they-
it in the game chat, guys.
yeah,
type
just
it
put
in.
them in the game chat and I'll take a look.
My total is 7, which is terrible.
What's the modifier?
Your modifier is your dex.
Initiative.
Oh, I have an 8.
Oh shit, no, oh right, that's right. So I have a 5.
My initiative is 0.
Oh, so you just.
That nat 20 over there.
Or not 20 though, so it's fine.
Isil, Sebi, what's your guys?
20.
Mine added up to 20. I'll
20?
put it in chat.
Okay.
Does that mean you and Bramble roll again to see who goes first?
No, I'm just gonna.
Nat 20.
It's too much. It's too much to worry about. I'm just gonna put them in. You're gonna go back to back. It's not a big deal.
It's not like anyone's gonna be in between anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this the thing I roll a nat 20 on?
That's good actually. I'll do that, and we'll get rid of that. Yeah. Okay.
You steer.
Great. And so what were the other rolls? Cameron, what did you roll?
16
16.
plus 2.
Okay. I go. Okay. So, those who can see, which would be our good friends Cormus and Rick. You guys can see down there, right?
Yes.
You notice something weird, first of all. Those crossbow bolts that shot up at you didn't come down from down there. There must be other ones in the bush, someone else in the bush, on the other side.
Are we still in the forest?
You are still in the forest. It's like an inlet. Almost. Anyways, the one who looks like the leader who yelled, "Get them," right? He pulls out a crossbow and shoots at Cormus. And he rolls a crit. First attack.
Are you
Woo!
kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you.
Dice.
I love my dice.
Oh, right.
They roll stupidly well.
Yeah, my luck is already terrible. I have.
You
I've
take-
been a 4 and a 7.
You take 8 piercing damage as the crossbow bolt shoots into you.
That's pretty low for a crit.
He waves frantically for his minions to go forth, for his fellow companions to go forth. He sort of he walks back and stands up on a tree trunk.
Yeah, how many of them
Stump.
are there?
Down there, you can see the boss man, who has been calling commands and is speaking the most, and the one that
Just shot.
Aurdhan heard. There's also 4 others down there, but there is probably at least one more hidden somewhere else in the woods.
Alright, probably 2. But there were 2 crossbow bolts.
So, now it is, now one of them on the ground, 2 of them on the ground they take their crossbows and they also shoot. So one of them is going to shoot at Cormus again. He misses. The other one, however, is going to shoot at Rak. They also miss. And then these 2 start to go around the edge of the hill, starting to come up. So the cliff line sort of comes down, and then there's like the edge of the hill. So they are going to the edges to then come to the top where you guys are. Okay? Got it?
Mm.
Yeah, okay. So, now we come to the turn of Izil. It is Izil's turn.
Alright. I use my longbow. And you said there's someone coming up on the sides?
Yes.
So I guess I'll shoot one come from the left.
Okay, sure. Roll.
Oh, shit. 23.
23. I don't see why that shouldn't hit. That hits, definitely.
Alright, sweet. 11 damage.
Nice. Okay. Anything else you want to do?
No. I'll just sit here for a bit.
Okay.
I'll hide in the bush.
Hide in the bush. Sure. Roll a stealth check to hide in the bush. You have disadvantage, by the way, because they can see you.
Hold on. How far away am I from the party?
You're not that far. You guys are all sort of on the ridge. The rest of you are all sort of together except for Cormus and Rak, who are near the edge of the cliff and can see everybody down there. You guys can only see the people coming down from the edges right now. You can also look across and see the other hills.
Actually, I'll just start rushing the guy that I attacked.
Okay, so you just put away, you shoot your bow, you put it away, and then you run towards them, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'll have my...
Okay. Great. So now it is Tassa's turn. Tassa.
I'm gonna cast shield on myself.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
Um, I'm reading up on the spells.
Okay. Well, you can only cast. I think you can only cast one spell as an
Okay.
action.
Yeah, shield itself is a reaction for when you get hit.
Oh, okay, I won't cast shield yet. I will do. I'm gonna use ice knife.
Okay. Oh, by the way, for future reference, guys, try to have your spells sort of known before
Mhm.
session. For
Okay,
future
I'm-
for future reference.
Okay. Okay, hold on. How do I find out if it hits?
Roll
So
a d20.
if it's an
Ice
attack
knife
spell,
is
then you
spell
say
It's an attack spell.
Yeah. So
Yeah, okay.
you make an attack roll.
Okay, I'm making an attack roll. It's 15.
Plus.
that
plus
hits.
some kind of spell
That
modifier?
wait, which one are you shooting at?
The closest one to me.
Okay.
right.
There are two. There's one on the right, and one on the left.
I'll hit the one on the left.
Okay. Great. You turn and make your point your hand, and this icicle appears and shoots out at him. Hits him. Roll for damage.
Okay. 7.
7. They go down. They die. The ice sort of crusts over that part of the body that the icicle hit in. They fall down. Now
Alright, your ice knife is gonna explode as well.
Oh, it explodes. Great.
So don't
But
come
there's
back.
nobody around him to affect. He's too far away.
It's really
Well, how big's the radius?
5 foot.
Yeah, no, there's nobody near him. Oh no, Sebi's near him.
Five
But
feet.
you fucking hit me.
Isil is near
Gonna
him.
die first.
5 feet.
Isil ran towards him, and there was enough space for him to reach him. So, I'm assuming he went all the way. So, Isil is in
I
front
get
of this
it.
guy. Yeah.
I
So
thought Stubby shot him with the bow and then hit him before.
No,
Yeah.
he shot him with the bow and then ran at him.
And then rolled
Oh.
to the bush.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he.
okay. So we got to roll for damage for Sebi, for
It's a
Isil.
dexterity saving throw.
Make a saving throw.
Dexterity?
Yeah.
Oh, I should be fine. Alright, critical fail.
2d6 cold damage.
Oh boy. Okay.
Fucking.
Oh, Sebi luck.
As it
Four.
crusts over with ice, the shard
Six.
suddenly splashes out, shatters and shoots pieces everywhere. Isil, you are within the range, and they pierce your skin a tiny bit, or pierce your armor, as you
For
did not,
fuck's sake.
could not dodge them.
What's the damage?
2d6. I took 6 damage.
Ooh.
Well, yeah, great, awesome. You took 6 damage. Now the two other minions who are down there with their boss, they take out their crossbows, and one of them shoots at Cormus again,
I guess.
Oh,
and my
can I use-
dice just went all the way
Cormus
across.
Is Ian, right?
Yeah,
I am a
Can I
Cormus.
use- I have Finding Snow Protection. Could I use my shields
Oh,
or
and
my
I saw
protection with
your
shields?
handbook. What are you gonna do about?
boom.
Can I use my protection with the fighting style to cause disadvantage on?
It depends on what that thing does.
It's a reaction with the shield in order to cause disadvantage on.
Is it when they attack you?
Yeah,
No,
no.
it's
My
in
question is, do you need to be within the range of the creature that you are protecting?
Yes.
Um,
Oh wait, no, they're ahead. They're up front. I just realized.
Yeah,
No, I can't
they're
actually do
they're
that.
in front of you.
Never mind. Completely ignore everything I just said.
Okay, so Cormus,
Sorry,
you are shot by another crossbow bolt.
God damn it.
And you take yeah, that's a good hit.
Uh-oh.
You take um 8 damage.
Okay.
Then the other crossbow bolt is now going to shoot towards Rak. It shoots out. And it doesn't even get near you. The guy goes to shoot it and it actually breaks in the crossbow.
Yo, I'm just that good.
So the crossbow is no longer. He looks at it and he goes, ah! And he throws it away and suddenly pulls out 2 daggers and he throws both of them at you. So, one of them. What's your AC, Rak? 19? Okay. One of them hits you. The other one, however, it lodges again. You block it with you block one with your shield. The other one gets just past it and stabs you. From that, you're going to take 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
And now, from the woods comes
Hit points does our party have?
I have 31.
I have 14 out of 30 right now.
Yeah, so I'm gonna prioritize Ian if that's okay with all your.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fair. Because he's farthest
Does our
up.
squishy sword have?
So by the way, the things that you thought were crossbow bolts the first time, you kind of assumed they were because you saw the other guys with crossbows. This was the ones that have hit you the first time that you didn't know where they came from were actually arrows.
Oh. So it's not
Yeah. So, Cormus, I'm really sorry, but you're gonna get shot at again.
Jesus Christ.
And this guy actually has, yeah. This time it hits you again.
Just make a new character.
Now, you take, oh my god, you take 11 piercing damage.
Fuck you.
Now make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright, guys. I am gonna go unconscious. I have a feeling.
You're gonna roll for a new character.
Yeah, I swear to God, if you kill me in the first second, I have a 12.
Hey, you are okay.
Seven, you might not be the first.
Yeah.
Good.
Now, it is. It is Gral's turn. Gral,
Yeah.
what would you like to do?
Okay,
There
so
is
there's-
one of these shifters coming up the side. The other one is down. You don't know where the rest of them are, and you see that there are arrows coming out of the forest, but you don't know from where.
That's going to be a problem. I kind of want to stay with everyone, but I don't really have a ranged weapon or really any way to find.
I'm gonna be charging up after you.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go for the guy on the right then.
Sure.
I'm gonna just. What can I do? Yeah, I charge the guy on the right, and I move to smash him with my sword.
Okay. Make an attack.
Okay.
Do you have double attack yet in your fighter?
No, I level up one more time, and then I get
Okay.
it, which is a little unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. Does 14 hit?
14 does hit.
Oh, okay, nice. So then he takes 6 damage, 6 slashing damage.
Okay. Great. There we go. Anything else you want to do?
From where I am, I don't really think. Can I see the people at the bottom?
You can now see the people at the bottom. Yeah.
Can I shout out to the other people that they're down there?
Yeah, sure. What do you shout to everybody?
Well, there's the 2 people down there. I just shout out that one of them has their crossbow, the other one doesn't, and there's the boss man in the center.
How
Nice.
many are left?
4.
4 that
possibly.
you can see.
First.
4 plus an unknown amount of people in the. They're in the trees.
Gamer.
You're in the
just-
trees.
I just yell out, "They're in the trees."
Okay, great.
So now
Okay.
it is Rak's turn.
So did he killed that one, right?
No, it's still
No.
alive.
Didn't? I charged to the guy on the right with my spear and shield.
Sure.
Nice.
Make an attack.
Um,
You're not flanking, by the way, so you
nat
don't
20.
get.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Bro.
Roll for damage.
Hey, can I have your die?
What's damage? What's like the crit roll?
For a crit, you roll the dice twice, the amount. So if it was like 1d6, you roll 2d6.
Okay.
Plus whatever.
So the damage is 1d6 plus 4, so it's 2d6 plus 8.
No, 2d6 plus 4 still.
Okay, 2d6.
You just double the dice. Yeah.
I got 12.
Okay. That hits. This one is, however, they're still up. Still standing. Now, it is Cormus. It's your turn.
Well, that's just brilliant. Okay, well, the arrows have come out of the forest. I can see the directions the arrows came from, right?
Generally, I mean, I'll let you make a perception check to try to figure out where they were coming from. You know they were coming from some spot in front of you because you've got a bunch of them sticking out at you, but that's
No shit.
Geometry.
Okay. Before I do that, I'm gonna use my second wind as a bonus action
okay.
to heal up a bit. That is 7 plus 3. I get back 10 HP.
So what are you
I'm
at
back
now?
into double digits.
Nice.
I'm at 13. All right, and perception check. So that's a 5.
Mm-hmm. So you know that they're coming from in front of you. You don't know where.
All right.
They're all kind of at weird angles too, so you can't really figure it out from that.
All right. And
You're also kind of like lost a bunch of blood, so you're kind of also delirious. It's hard to.
You guys are blocking the path, so I'm just gonna take the dodge action.
Okay. So what does the dodge action do, Ian?
Attack rolls against me have disadvantage, and any dexterity saving throw I make has advantage.
There you go. Nice.
That is my
Okay. Now it is.
My turn.
Yes, it is. Aurdham's turn.
Just keep trying. Okay.
I'm getting better.
So I'm going to go up to my boy Cormus, and I'm going to cast a second level Cure Wounds on him.
Nice.
Just 2d8 plus 3. Or, no, it's plus spellcasting ability, which is Wisdom. So yeah, plus 3. Yeah. Okay. 7. So he's healed for 50.
That's
Nice.
good. That brings me back up.
Mhm.
Thank you.
No problem.
Now.
Yep. That's my turn.
Now we come back to Boss Man down at the bottom. He says, "Get them! Get them now!" And he let's see what he's gonna do. By the way, anybody watching can actually see the stat blocks that I'm using, but I'm not using them exactly as they're made. So we're gonna see how that rolls. Then he suddenly says, "You know what? I'll do it myself." He jumps off. He grows horrific fangs suddenly grow out of him.
No, gamer time.
Ah, damn it.
Mhm.
Brilliant.
Oh, worm.
He also gains extra hit points.
Wait, would this classify him as a beast?
No.
Balls.
Nice.
And then he's going to run towards the edge of where you guys are on the edge of the hill is like near the base section. So there's enough room for people to get around and sort of group around you guys. You guys can group around the other the shifters around there, etc. Got it?
Okay.
So, he's gonna come and he's going to go run. He runs with actually a lot of speed and kind of grace until he is beside Gral. And he then, he has a short sword in one hand. So first thing he does is he stabs at you with the short sword. And what's your AC?
18.
He hits.
Jesus Christ.
He deals 8 damage. Then he's going to stab at you again.
Wait, what's your AC now?
He hits again.
Jesus.
You take this time only 4 damage. So he goes and he pokes you twice, and then he goes ahead and he snarls and leans back. His mouth goes up, and he goes to bite you.
Wow.
And he hits again.
Jesus Christ.
I rolled 3 18s in a row. Anyways, he bites down on your arm.
So
on
ties
your
basically just mean I lose?
no, you take 7 piercing damage from the bite.
Hey, Jacob, my man. Hey.
Now-
31 minus 19. I have 12 health.
Okay.
Now
Nice.
the guy that you guys were beating up on before,
This guy better miss.
he has daggers out. So he makes a swing because he sees that you are weak, Gral. He swings at you with a dagger and misses, and he swings at you
Oh,
again
hang
with.
on, wait. I use Riposte to hit him as a reaction attack.
Sure.
Riposte.
Riposte.
Fuck you. I don't know how to fight
Riposte.
Riposte. Shut. Hey. I'm going to go home. Alright. Roll for that, I guess. That's 21. For the reaction.
That hits. Yeah, no, that totally hits.
Okay. Roll for that. 5 plus 7 I do 7 damage.
You
Put
just
together for
he
20.
he's coming back to suddenly he starts to shift into to become more animal-like, and just as he's in like that, you stab him, and he just sort of stops halfway, and he just falls over,
Nice.
dead.
Dead.
Vent.
Good job, champ.
Now we
Let's
come
run down.
down to Izil's turn. Izil, you are currently standing up at near the top of the hill with Aurdham and Cormus, if I remember correctly.
How was the guy that just died not a
Charge
beast?
down the left side.
Oh no, you're
Yeah,
down
I
on the
went
left
down the left
side. I
side.
forgot. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're down there. You've just been hit by from the stuff, and you're just there.
Fucking ice.
Yeah. So you can always come around and hit. There is another. There are still 2 other shifters down at the base around where the pond. This is all in an area in front of the pond, by the way.
I guess I'll just shoot one of the shifters down there with the longbow.
I mean, you can. Sure, go.
Alright. Where the hell is my die? 21?
That hits.
Sweet. 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay.
Got some helping.
Good job.
My minimal amount of damage. I will kill this beast.
Now it is Tassa's turn. What would you
How
like to
far
do?
away am I from the boss man, dude?
The boss man. Well, the boss. Where you currently are, because you didn't leave the top of the hill. Yeah. The boss guy, I would say, is about 30 feet away from you.
Great,
But
okay.
he is blocked by your allies currently from the angle that you are at. You'd
I'll
have
just
to.
let them handle
Is
it.
there a way I can like get to a different angle?
Yes, you could totally move around a bit to the side so that you have a shot at him.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna yeet an ice knife at him.
I swear to God.
Okay.
That's explosive.
So
I
you
know.
you
Does
form
anyone
an.
hear him?
Yes.
Can I like shout at them to get out of the way, or?
No.
I mean, sure. You know what? Shout, and that'll give them a +2 to their deck save.
Okay.
Okay. What do you shout? Actually,
Out of the way.
out of the way. If you do that, and you form the ice knife, and you just shoot it forward. He comes in, And roll to attack the guy first of all.
I got a 6.
6.
It's not gonna hit,
That
is it?
does not hit. It goes
No.
past, but as it's going past, it shatters, and so everybody needs to make a dex save, right?
Yeah, including
+1. Right?
Including him.
Who's in range to make the dex save?
That would be so. Rak and Gral both need to make dex saves.
I have an 18.
You guys
No,
get
no,
a +2 to it as well.
Oh,
I got a 17, man.
19,
Okay.
then, yeah.
This guy also got like an 18, so.
Damn
Um,
it, okay.
so is there half damage on a success or?
I don't think so, because...
There is no half damage.
Okay,
No.
cool. So you all sort of dodge out of the way as it shoots the pieces flying elsewhere. Gral and Rock, both of you kind of like huddle behind your shields as the ice knives sort of stick into it. Now, and the shifter drag guy just sort of dodges them. Now, the one that Izil shot, he's kind of angry. He snarls. He transforms, he shifts into his more animal form.
Yeah,
Fangs
yeah.
growing. And he runs at you with a knife. And
Is that the one that broke his crossbow?
that is the one who
Yeah,
broke
he's
his
got one
crossbow.
phrase.
Yeah, that's the one who broke his crossbow. And he comes at you with his dagger, and he takes a swipe at you. He crits. You take 6 damage. 6 piercing damage. Got it? Sebi?
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, so
I was just going through the chat.
you've been stabbed. You take 6 piercing damage, but he also bites at you. But
What the
you
fuck?
you just sort of like smack him with the edge of your bow, which stops him from biting you. And now it is the other shifter,
It's the guy.
the guy with the crossbow. But he doesn't want to load his crossbow. He lets go of it as well. Runs up to he shifts and runs up to where his leader is. So he has his knife and he's going to swipe at Gral again. And he has, so he swipes and he hits with the dagger. You take 3 piercing damage.
Okay.
Then he's, of course, going to bite you. And he crits on the bite.
Going great for us.
So, you take 8 piercing damage from the bite as well.
Second wind. I'm so fucking glad I have second wind.
Now it's the leader's turn. So the leader, who is currently
Bye.
shifted,
Goodbye, friends.
he is going to, first of all, stab you with his short sword.
Me?
Yeah, what was your AC again?
18.
Okay, this hits you. Yeah. You
Goodbye,
take 5 piercing damage.
Goodbye.
Are you
I'm
down?
unconscious. Yeah,
You're
I'm
unconscious? Okay. He just sort of, after stabbing you, he's still in his animal form, like his animalist form. He just sort of walks over top of you as you go down towards Rak. And now Rak, he swings at you with his short sword and hits you. You take 7 piercing damage. And now he goes, and with his big fangs tries to bite you. And he hits with that as well. And you take 3 piercing damage from that. Got it?
Yep.
Now it is, first of
turn.
all, it is Growl's turn.
Oh, yeah.
And Growl needs to make a death saving throw. Roll your
Alright.
d20.
Roll my d20. Alright, this is epic. This is cool. That's a 19 plus
You-
I don't know how much.
No, well, it doesn't matter. You just roll, and if it's
Yeah.
above a 10, you get 1 success. If
Okay.
if it's below a 10, you get 1 failure. If it's a 1, you get 2 failures. If it's a 20, you get 2 successes. And you need
Yeah, that
3
is
to
a 19.
stabilize.
I'm 19. I'm fine.
Nice.
I get 1 point.
Now it is now it is Rak's turn. Rak, go.
Would I be able to heal him without being like opportunity attack?
If it's a touch, I would say there is an attack of opportunity because the guy who's attacking you is right on top of him.
Ah,
If it is a ranged spell, you would then have attack of opportunity again because there's right
fair
beside
enough,
you.
I'm too close.
Yeah.
I'll just attack.
Which one do you want to
Oh, I-
attack? There's the leader and El Minion.
Give me a second. Close my roll. I am going to. I'm just trying to decide. The other one's probably pretty low, but the leader kinda scary. Not gonna lie. He does
Fight him.
He does lots of damage, but I think I'm just gonna finish off the guy that is low. So I'm gonna roll 18 plus 6.
That
24.
hits. That hits.
Um,
You rip through his leather armor,
10 damage.
and he just folds, crumples.
So is it just
Folds.
the boss man and the man in the trees that's left?
No, there's also
no,
one
there's-
more minion in
Oh,
front
yeah,
of.
okay.
Yeah. And that reminds me, man in the trees, or woman in the trees. It could be a female. You never know.
Gender
Or
neutral.
the furry.
See, I'm not really thinking about this when I'm under attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What gender is my assassin? Huh? I don't know.
Pretty important to know.
Anyways. This time,
Oh, well, if you shoot me, I'm gonna kill you.
Aurdham. Jacob, Aurdham. Hello.
Yes.
Yes. No, you're about to be
I'm
shot.
getting hit. Okay,
Yeah, I
very
just
good.
wanted to. I wanted your
The
full
opposite
attention.
of your turn.
Yes.
Yeah. What's your AC, by the way?
16.
Yeah, no. So this thing hits you.
Okay.
You are hit.
Okay.
You take. You take 11 piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I rolled a crit.
You succeed.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
However, another arrow comes out and
Okay.
shoots you again.
Okay.
This one also hits. You take 4 damage, 4 piercing damage. And
Okay.
this time, again, make another Constitution saving throw.
I rolled a holy shit, 18.
Oh, great! So you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah.
There's no problem here. Now, however, it is Corum's turn.
Cormus.
Cormus' turn. Sorry, I'm just saying a lot of names. Okay.
You're saying a lot of names wrong.
Yo, you want to give some fat healing?
Can I, brother? Can I get some heal?
So,
Heal me.
I would love to, but I'm a fighter.
Oh, hey Jacob.
Wait, so, oh,
Yeah.
I'm at -3.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something about it in about
Okay.
a minute.
Anyways, Cormus's turn. What do you want to do?
there's Bossman is still on the hill, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And he's there. He's the only one left.
No. Bossman's on the side of the hill. There's somebody shooting at people from the woods, and then
Yeah.
there is one that Isil is fighting on the side.
Okay, Isil's got that guy.
Help.
Okay, because I'm gonna. Can I get around the boss guy to flank him?
No, you don't have enough movement to get around to
Alright,
flank
in
him.
that case, I'm going to dash so that I can get behind him.
Okay, sure. You're
And
now
I'm
behind
going
him.
and I'm gonna action surge to make an attack with my longsword.
Okay, go.
So I'm flanking, so I have advantage, right?
You do have advantage now that you're flanking. Yes.
That is excellent because my luck has been crap. My highest roll is a total of 16.
I'm pretty sure that hits. Just give me a second. Yes, you hit him.
All right, he's gonna take 11 points of slashing damage.
Are you using your longsword or?
I only have a longsword.
Great. So your longsword just cuts through his back. How much damage was that again?
11.
Okay, awesome. And That's at the end of your turn?
Nothing else I can do.
Okay, then it is Aurdham's turn. I'm getting better at it.
Jacob?
Yeah, Jacob.
Right. I'm going to cast. Where is it? I'm going to cast use my last second level spell slot to cast Prayer of Healing on the entire party.
Okay,
Oh,
how,
nice.
how does Prayer of Healing work?
Up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see within range each regain hit points equal to 2d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay, so you just sort of go down on your knees on the hill and you just start praying for like a second.
Yeah.
It's only like a 6-second quick prayer. What do you say?
What the fuck? I don't know. How to
The gods deny your prayer.
Please help.
Help.
That's
We
my
need
prayer.
it.
Okay.
You hear that da 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 music as everybody heals up.
Okay, just do my roll.
So yeah, just roll and add that HP to everybody.
So everyone regains 15 health.
Oh shit.
Oh, he's not.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm alive.
Wow.
I am Mac.
So I'm on the ground beneath the guy, right? The
Um,
big boss man.
No, you're up?
you are unconscious on the ground underneath.
No,
the
he
big
is
boss.
conscious now, right?
Oh yeah, you are now conscious, being stood over
On
top
the ground.
being stood over top of by the big boss guy. Yeah.
Ah,
on the
yes. The perfect place you should be in.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's gonna be hard for you to attack since you're on the ground, but if you attack, you can
Time
attack.
to action surge just to get up and
Um,
smack.
Not his kneecaps.
There's
anyways.
kneecaps, yes.
Aim a bit higher.
Now it is L leader's turn. He notices that you're up.
Up, goodbye.
And he just
Goodbye,
he
friends.
takes the sword and stabs back down.
Get Ben.
He misses the first time.
Rip the
Then he
stake.
rolls and he hits the second time. So
Oh,
20
you take
damage.
I can't use the funny thing.
no. Well, maybe you don't know how much damage you're gonna take. You take 4 piercing damage, and now he's going to bite you somehow.
Question.
On the ground?
He picks up your arm. He just like goes down and bites your arm. By the way, as he bites the arm, I'm gonna give because it's such an awkward move for him to make. I'm gonna give
Me an opportunity attack.
I'm gonna give Cormus the opportunity attack because he's
What the
behind
fuck?
him. Because he's behind him. He's facing
Fine.
you.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I mean, do I have advantage for this, right?
Not for the opportunity attack that I'm giving you for this, because it's
Oh.
it's on the guy's turn, and he's making an attack that just would mean that it would be easier for you to hit him. It's not like he's distracted. I'm just gonna. You get a free attack. You wouldn't
Yeah,
normally
that's-
get an attack from this.
It's okay. I have a 9.
Okay, well that didn't hit. Noah, he bites
I
you.
really need this advantage.
He actually critically bites you.
Bye. I'm
Dead.
going back to
Uh,
bed.
No, yeah, you take 14 damage and are back
Hey,
down.
what? So do I make a character now, or do I wait till the end of the session?
No, well, you're still. Look, you're still alive. You're just unconscious.
Don't worry, I
again.
can touch you. If you want to die, I can help. I have
Yeah, Cameron.
I have the touchy touch.
Cameron,
Now,
help me out, buddy.
I tried last round, but kinda 2 people.
now we go back to Izil. Izil, you're on the other side of the hill.
I'm gonna kill this bastard that freaking stabbed me.
Go.
Should we go, champ?
Alright,
down,
short
quick
sword
down,
number
quick
1. Does an 8 hit.
An 8 does not hit.
Chris, alright, the other one. Does an 11 hit.
An 11 just hits.
Sweet. I actually get to
You get to roll for damage. Congrats.
3 damage.
Yeah. So the guy's still up, but you've taken a good gorge out of his shoulder with your swings.
If only I had that extra. Alright.
You sure I'm drinking out of a horn?
Okay. So it is. Are you done your turn now?
Yeah.
Great.
I'll just prep myself for his next attack and pass it on.
Sure.
Bramble, do you
now-
have a spell that isn't
Yes.
on a knife?
Yeah,
Yeah.
can you not use AoE?
Yeah.
Tassa, your turn.
Please don't kill me.
I have frostbite,
Do you know what
which is
that's?
just a cantrip.
Do you have like magic missile or anything?
No.
Oh.
Ian, what does frostbite do? Because
I can see
Frostbite.
it.
do you know it?
It's a cantrip.
Yeah, I know. Is it a touch spell though?
No, it's got a range / area of 60 feet, I think. But I don't know if it like hits everyone in that area or not.
It
It has a
definitely-
range of 60 feet. So you cause numbing frost to form on one creature that you can see within range, and the target must make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
So you can see the only person in that view is the big baddie, by the way.
Okay, I'll.
Or me if
Do
you
that.
want to hit me.
Or yeah, or your buddies.
Well, I don't want to hit Ian, so I'll hit Big Baddie.
Okay.
Uh,
Roll.
Constitution save.
Constitution save. He failed. I can tell you that.
Okay.
Alright. So it's 1d6 cold damage, and the target has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes.
But it's not using weapons.
It is. He's using short
It has a short
swords,
sword.
and technically
It's
biting counts as a weapon.
It does?
Yeah, a weapon attack counts as anything that isn't a spell, really.
Oh wait, so if I punch someone in the face, it's a weapon attack.
Your fists
Yeah.
are your weapon. That's what
Mhm.
monks use.
Okay.
Technically.
Oh, I could have had. Oh.
Um,
And
Yeah.
for cold damage, 4.
4. You can see frost forms up the side of his shoulder. He sort of shrugs it a bit. I guess it doesn't affect him too much, but it's still sort of, you can see it stung. He goes, okay. Now we have Isil, your best friend, is going to hit you. He misses.
Yeah!
He swings again.
No!
What's your AC?
13!
He hits.
No!
You take 4 damage. Piercing.
Yeah! No!
And now, out of who's on the hill? You're Aurdham. You know how you were you just finished praying?
Uh-oh.
As you stand up, an arrow comes out and shoots at you.
Bruh.
But it misses because you were praying, and you're just getting up, and it just misses because you were moving. And the other arrow goes towards Isil, and that also misses. It shoots into the ground at your feet. Now, it is Gral's turn. Gral, make a death saving throw.
Hey, does my death saving throw?
No,
come
it
up
doesn't.
four?
You got-
It's not. That's a little unfortunate.
No.
I'm a wee bit sad. 11.
Well, you're 0 for
So
0
you got
anyway,
a
so-
success. It's the same amount as last time.
Yeah.
You have 1 success.
Yep.
Now
Fucking cars.
it is Rak's turn. Your turn, Rak.
I charge at him with my spear and shield out.
Okay, well you're already in front of them, so you can't really charge at him.
Charge
I.
of
It's like
Okay,
you're
I hit
already in
him.
front of him.
18 plus 6.
That hits. Your spear comes in and just jabs into his leg. Comes back
I
up.
want to use Divine Smite
Oh,
for
okay.
a first level spell slot to
Sure.
do. It means 3d6 plus. Wait,
Okay.
is there a plus on Divine Smite? No, it isn't. It's just
No,
extra.
Divine Smite
Okay,
is
so
just-
it's
2d8.
1d6 plus 4 plus 2d6.
Okay. How do you want to hit him? Actually, how do you want to have jabbed into him while you're using your divine smite?
Oh, he's dead.
Well, I'm using my spear as like a thrust, so I'm gonna be just shoving it through his gut.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
And roll for damage first of all.
The piercing damage. What? Oh, I changed the number of dice I'm rolling to 0, and I was like, how'd I get a 0 on a dice roll? What? This doesn't make sense. 9 piercing damage.
Okay. Is that total? Or no, that's just the
No,
piercing?
that's just the piercing.
Okay.
And then the radiant damage is 9, so 18 damage.
Nice. You stab him and he goes, "Ugh," and you see his blood comes out of the mouth a bit as he, you pull it out and he just sort of falls over, dead, on top of your unconscious companion, by the way.
This, I set this up to be like a cool.
By
fight,
the way,
and
I'm
it's
assuming
almost
you're
dies.
attacking to kill unless you mention otherwise.
I am attacking to kill there.
100%.
Yeah. Anyways,
Why don't we take a hostage?
Now,
Oh wait, actually, Sebi, you could take a hostage.
now it is Cormus's turn. What would you like to do, Cormus?
All right, this guy's still up in front of me.
Yeah.
What?
What? No, he's
That's
down.
the boss man.
Oh,
boss man's
okay.
dead. The only one left is the one.
There's
Sebi's
one
still at.
beside Sab, and there's one in the there's some in the trees, unknown amount.
All right, can I reach the one by Isil?
No, you'd have to go around the pond.
I could just punch him.
God damn it!
I think Isil's got that one. I think we need to deal with the arch sniping our
It's
teammates.
archers.
Yeah.
True. How many directions have the arrows just come like from all directions or just from one specific spot?
Well, they've come from generally away from your cliff, but there isn't a coherent like nobody's been really keeping track of where they're coming from exactly.
Okay.
You already failed your perception check on that. I'm not gonna let you make another one.
I'm just like, there's some. Good luck.
They're in
Oh
the
my
trees.
God, I don't know what to do. Okay, I am gonna move towards Isil and I'm gonna dodge as my action.
Okay. Great. You start moving around the pond. You get closer to the other cliff side. Actually,
Alright.
get to about where the other cliff side is from where you are. You can see the waterfall and the pond, and it looks beautiful.
Oh man.
Yeah, it
What a
looks
nice
majestic.
view.
And then there's blood all over the hill. And some dead bodies. And a tree stump.
Let's not worry about that though.
Yeah, no, enjoy the little things in life.
I can fix up.
All right, I dodge.
They're not mistakes, they're only happy accidents. With
Bruh.
blood, only happy accident.
Don't happy accident me while I'm lying on the ground, please.
Okay, Cormus has done his turn. So now we come down to Aurdham. Aurdham, what do you want to do?
I can deal with.
Is Noah
Noah.
still dead?
I am unconscious.
He is
I'm
unconscious, but I can deal with him and my.
Yeah,
okay,
no,
I'm
I'm
so. So who's currently dealing with Forest Guy?
No one.
No one.
No one.
Literally no one. Who's
Literally
probably
no one.
best equipped to deal with Forest Guy?
Probably Sebi, I'm gonna be honest.
Hi.
Archer.
Alright, Seppi.
I have combat tactics, so that's useless right now because I'm dead.
Okay, so Sebi, I am going. Right, so I'm gonna cast Guidance on you. It's a cantrip that basically on your next action, you roll a d4 and you add that to the ability check.
Okay. So do you want me to use that to look for the
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
There's still a guy right in front of me.
Speaking about the guy right in front of you, right?
No!
No, well, it's not his turn yet. It's your
Critical
turn.
milestone.
Yeah.
It's Isil's turn.
You know what? Use this opportunity that I've given you to go beat the shit out of that guy.
I mean, I could just physically punch him to death if you want.
Stop, please. You can't
How-
even land sword attack.
Hold on, this is easy. How like in close incapacitation is this man?
Well, first of all, he looks pretty scared now by the fact that he's semi-aware that his leader's probably down.
Smited
He's
by
thinking
the
about
gods.
maybe fleeing.
My guy just clock him in the jaw.
But he also looks pretty darn beat up. You could kill him in one strike, one well-aimed strike.
Okay, could I?
Please just
Okay.
kill him.
Well, we could take a prisoner and ask what the hell is actually happening.
True.
So I'm thinking, could I like figure out where the guys are in the trees and just do like a bonus action to use like the 2-weapon fighting to just punch him in the face and knock him out?
A bonus. Where's the bonus action coming from? Sorry.
Well, I have 2-weapon fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it's if I attack once then attack
Yeah.
again.
By the way, making the perception check is a bonus action. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so I could just punch this guy, knock him out, then perception check.
Well, you can try to knock him out. Also, you're currently holding your sword, so you'd have to put your swords away.
No, you
I
can-
mean, can I just hit him with the butt of the weapon?
Sure. No, that works perfectly fine. Make an attack.
All right. Math 14.
That hits.
All right, sweet. I'm actually gonna kill his. Wait, unarmed strike. So
Yeah, so it's an unarmed strike, so it only deals 1 damage.
1 damage.
On
Does
a
that
hit.
knock him out?
No.
It's one. It's
Okay.
actually 1 plus your strength.
Oh, it's 1 plus
modifier.
your strength mod, actually. Yeah.
That's 1. But I have Colossal Slayer. So once per turn, when hit a creature with a weapon attack, the creature takes an extra 1d8 damage if it's below its maximum HP.
Okay.
Where's that 1d8?
It's below its maximum HP, so roll 1d8.
Please just get knocked out. 8.
No, he's still up.
Really?
Yeah, he's still up.
You could kill him in one well-placed strike.
He just
Not
hasn't
yet
made a
later,
well-placed
not now.
strike. You just haven't made
Yeah.
a... Yeah.
All right, so I hit him again.
Is this again
Should I
another
just-
unarmed strike?
Should I just take? Should I just use my bonus action to find the guys in the trees, yell it, and just take the hit?
I mean, you can do it. So he won't get an opportunity attack for you noticing the person in the trees.
I'm gonna just try to find the people in the trees.
Okay.
How do I add that thingy?
Jacob, what was your thing?
+4, I think.
Just roll a d4 and add it to your ability check.
By the way, because you're currently engaged, I'm going to give you a -1 to your thing, so it's going to be a 1d4 -1 added. Okay?
Critical fail.
-1 is 0.
I mean, I got a 4 on the 40.
Great. No, you got no clue where the arrows are coming from.
I'm in combat, guys. I can't focus.
It's the
No.
end. Is it the end of your turn?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll just take the hit.
Now it is Tassa's turn.
Um,
What would you like to do?
is Noah down, like, near the dude with, like, the boss man?
The
He's
boss
dead.
man is
Boss man's
also
dead.
down.
Boss man's dead? Okay. Who's left?
Sniper
The one.
and the guy in front of Izzle.
I'll take care of the guy in front of me. Just take care of the sniper.
Okay, and then there's the people in the trees?
That's the sniper.
That is the sniper.
Or
that's
snipers. Who knows? There's been
Snipers.
multiple arrows.
Huh.
You can shoot 2 arrows. They've all been.
Cormus has been shot a lot.
Try
they've
and
all been
find
using
where they're
multiple
coming
attacks,
from?
though.
Sure, make a perception check.
Okay. Oh, not 20.
Oh, nice. You look up. You can see on the other side actually the figure of someone with a bow. But you can also tell that they were actually starting to pack up by the time that you notice them. You're thinking they might be fleeing the location because
No
the
witnesses.
combat has gone downhill.
Okay, then... so I know where they are, right?
Yes.
How far away are they?
They are 40 feet away-ish.
Are they within 5 meters of anyone else?
No.
I'm going to use Ice Knife.
Okay. Make an attack.
Does a 9 hit?
You know what? I'm going to give you advantage because you know where they are. So roll twice and take the highest roll.
15.
That will hit.
Don't you have a
Sick,
spellcasting
okay.
modifier, Bramble?
Probably summer. Oh, plus 3 spell attack.
Yeah.
You haven't been used. Okay, so yeah, that would be an 18.
Okay, 18. And then it's 1d10. 7.
Okay, you hit them. It goes into their active. They were starting to turn around. You shoot it, and it enters right into their back. You can see them jolt, and suddenly everyone can kind of see where they are now because of this. They also heard the ah, and then it bursts, right? You say like it explodes.
Yeah.
So they make a dex save, and they critically fail. So I'm gonna let you double the
Yay.
damage on that.
Okay. Am I rolling the damage, or are you rolling?
You roll the damage, and then just roll the
Okay.
dice 2 times the amount. So if there's a d6, roll 2d6, kind of thing.
Okay. What dice is it again?
Ian.
Pardon?
What dice is it?
For exploding
knife?
damage.
Yeah,
Burst damage is 2d6.
So
2d6?
46
Okay.
then.
46.
Sick. Okay.
Oh, you
6.
whore.
4. 1 and 5.
Yeah, no, they're dead. At just one shots them.
Nice.
Gamer.
You can see the fear, Isil, on the face of the shifter in front of you. They suddenly turn and just begin to flee. You have you can make an opportunity attack.
Please.
Up. Back. 1.
Huh?
Pardon?
Pardon?
You cut out, my dude.
Sebi?
Sebi, you cut out.
Oh, he died.
Oh, he just straight up just died.
So he comes back.
Well.
He just
Now
comes
we-
back.
There we go.
Oh, he's back.
Oh boy, gotta love my bad connection.
I'm
All
having
right.
a pretty shit connection to Discord too.
Yeah.
I will knock this guy out.
Make an attack
It's the
roll.
last thing I do in this fucking session. Once a session, crit.
Hey! Okay, roll for damage. Actually, you know
Oh,
what? You know
wow,
what? No, I'm just gonna let. How do you want to knock him out? How do you want to hit him? He's turning to flee.
I mean, just oh, I'd love to just back. It's not in my levels, but as my past teachings of monk,
Hmm.
fucking roundhouse kick him in the head.
Yes. You just roundhouse kick him, and he goes, and he falls right down, and he's out.
Finally.
You did something.
Yay!
Hey.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And
Best fighter here.
I'm still fucking unconscious.
That
Don't
is-
worry, I got you. I got you.
that is combat, guys. Congratulations for the first combat session of this game.
What happened to the person
That
who
was freaking.
forced?
They're dead.
Deadly
They got,
Beast.
They're
they got
dead.
one shot by Bramble.
Oh, okay.
So,
Good job, Bramble.
I did something.
You did more than I did.
Can I go over and heal Noah?
yeah, sure. I
Yay.
mean, you guys can take a long rest if you really want.
Please.
Probably heal me.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Probably a short.
heal it. Yeah, I don't think that we should.
You can take a long rest at the end of the day. For
Yeah.
Like, if
Yeah.
camp or something like that. But like,
Short rest is only
wasting-
about. Take your lunchtime break. 2-hour break.
so I'm gonna use my lay on hands to give Noah some hit points back, so he's conscious because he was like, "What?
Yeah.
What negative were you?
4.
You were like -4?
Yeah.
I'll give you 5.
Hell yeah, I'm
Well,
alive.
no. So Noah, you actually come back at 5 HP. When
Oh,
you're at
okay.
negative, you automatically come back at the
Oh,
HP given
okay.
to you. Yeah.
I'm 5, yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
So I'm just take a short
Well,
rest.
this is the pawn that the
Hmm. First of all, if anybody wants to make any hit dice rolls to regain hit points, do that
I would
now.
like to do that, yes.
Our god priest brought me from 16 to 31, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
already
I'm at
down
full
for
HP.
it, so
I
I'm
don't think
fine.
I lost any health, so I'm good.
No one hits the gnome. Who would
I'm
have
gonna
guessed?
roll my hit die
Well,
for them.
how would you? I'm
Nobody
a small
saw the
target.
gnome.
Can we
Nobody
punt
saw
the
the
gnome so
gnome.
she can?
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys all sort of you heal up, you patch up. What do you guys want to do? There's a bunch of dead. There's one unconscious guy, a bunch of dead bodies, and
Can
the
we tie up
pond,
the unconscious
and
one?
a waterfall behind the pond. You don't seem to see any spirit, however, here.
Tie up the guy.
tie up the guy to a tree. Have
Tie
been
him to a
rope an
tree.
adventure kit.
Okay, so you tie up the unconscious guy to a tree. Anything else you guys want to do?
Someone should watch him.
I can
Yeah.
watch him.
Okay.
That works. Can we check out the waterfall on the other side?
Sure.
I'll watch the guy. I'll
Sure.
watch the
Yeah,
guy.
I'll go with you.
Okay, who's going to the waterfall?
Me.
So-
I am.
We're gonna have Rak and Cormus are going to the water. Cormus are going to the waterfall.
Indeed.
Okay. You reach the waterfall. Okay, make you see that this waterfall is produced from a spring that comes out of the hillside. However, the waterfall isn't very large, and you can kind of see a bit of a crawl space, caverny thing underneath, behind it, that you could potentially enter.
I can go in the crawl space.
Yes,
Damn, Sebby.
the gnome
Sebby, we
could
made the
definitely
wrong
fit in the crawl
choice.
space. Everybody else would be a bit iffy.
Like, we could crawl down. Like, we could crawl in there?
You might be able to. It would be very
Hold on.
hard for you to fit in. The only one that you
Why?
know who can fit in there definitely would be Tassa, because Tassa's tiny enough.
Alright.
What is in there, and why are we looking at it?
Because it's the cave behind a waterfall, Bramble.
Okay.
Historically, they've been pretty good.
Hey, Tassa, can you come over here?
Sure.
Mage hand.
I can
Reduce-
shoot myself.
Reduce a
Dramatic
mage hand.
impact.
Reduce a
I'm not
mage
gonna
hand
do
and
that yet, though.
throw them in there.
Yeah, so, Tass, there's this... You see this crawl space. We're not sure if... We don't think any one of us could fit in it besides you. I think this is probably going to lead to wherever the spring is, and probably where the spirit is as well.
I can go in it, I guess. I'm gonna make a. Can I make a perception check on it first?
Oh, sure. What are you looking for? Or like any sort of thing in particular?
I'm just like checking it out just to see.
Okay, sure. Roll.
2.
Shove the gnome in.
2. Okay, so this is your standard waterfall hole. The hole that's behind a waterfall. It's nothing super big. It's kind of just sort of shabby. It's cut into the rock face. You don't think it's gonna go that far in. Maybe into like a little hollow holding area, but that would be about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we need to collect water from the spring, or?
We do.
You need to
It
collect.
It should have magical properties of some sort.
So if it's in there, does someone want to like hand me something to get it from,
Don't we
or am
have
I
the
going to
jugs?
awaken
Yeah, we have
something if
jugs.
I take
Yeah, we have
something
the
from
jugs.
it?
You guys are okay. So
You-
I'd like to point out something, right? This pond, the spring feeds into this pond, and this pond just sits there. Here, there is nowhere that the water from the pond goes to. There isn't any brooks or streams coming off the pond. Technically, if you take water from the pond, it is water from the spring.
Okay.
Yeah, but the purest source is in the rock.
Okay. I'd like to point out that the waterfall comes out from above the entranceway, and it just sort of like, it's more of it just drips out, like it's almost rock water, kind of.
Give the gnome a jug.
Okay.
And shove her in the
Uh,
hole.
Your jug that you were, yeah, the jug, I mean, you could carry the jug in there. It would be about a third of your height, but you can carry the jug in there.
Okay.
Carry the jugs.
Okay. So am I like crawling or am I walking?
You can stand. You're
Oh, epic. Okay.
you are big enough to. How tall are you again? 3
3
foot.
foot 5.
Yeah, this is a big enough hole that you can just like stoop and be still kind of standing around in.
Okay.
Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay, great. You can see. So you see, the pathway seems to go and it turns into what appears to maybe be a room of some kind, or like some sort of larger space.
Okay.
I like to point out nobody else can see this.
So,
Only you see
okay.
this. Also, you're a bit
Um,
wet after you got put in through the waterfall.
Okay. So okay, does it only go the one way?
It only goes in that direction. It just turns a bit.
Okay. I will continue going.
Okay. As you reach the corner, you can look in. This small little alcove, this small little room, has a tiny little alcove in the side. First of all, first thing you notice, it's filled with an assortment of little semi-precious, trinkety kind of stuff. You would assume maybe these are items that have been given to the spirit of this spring to appease it or to pay it for allowing people to have water from it.
So if I
As
just-
well, you see the limp body of a pale blue and silver female figure. The figure is actually about half your size, and it's just laying there on the ground. Almost,
Wait a second.
almost lifelike. Almost
This
lifeless.
seems irrelevant to the plot.
Okay, before I do anything, can I leave the room and go tell people what I saw?
I mean, sure,
You
yeah.
Just yell out of the hole.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean,
want to yell.
You don't
I
have
don't think
to-
I want to yell around here.
sure, so you pop your head out, and what you gonna tell them?
All good?
So I found stuff in there. There's an alcove with, it seems, people who've left offerings. And then there was a body.
Is the body fresh?
So what?
Are they living?
I can't tell. I think they're alive. But
Can you get them out of there?
well,
How
I
did
don't know
it
if I
fit in
want to
there?
touch it.
Oh shoot, my pencil fell out of my ear. Okay, what do you guys want to do?
I should
I
probably
s-
just know. So
We should
How?
figure out how to save the possibly living creature in there.
I think,
My vote.
yeah.
Man, I'm not there. I'm watching some.
I don't know if it's alive or dead or just vibing.
You're saying is it a he or a she?
Do I know this?
I mean, it looks like a female body.
Well, it looked female, so
Is that the spirit?
Are you assuming?
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
assume it's gender.
sorry,
Alright.
I'm assuming.
How did it even fit in there? Is it a gnome?
It's smaller than
Smaller.
it's. Yeah.
I don't- I
It's
can't
smaller than
tell.
me, so I could carry it out.
Can you get them out so I can stop them from dying?
I don't know if they're dying. I can.
Can you go like kick them in the shins?
You
and
go
see-
like poke him?
All right, I'll go back in.
You go.
See if
So
you
you
get
head
them
back in. What do you want to do?
Poke
Poke.
Okay, you poke it. It just sort of it doesn't do anything. You can see that it's just
It dies.
it looks the eyes are open. It looks almost like they almost look lifeless.
Oh, can I
But-
carry it out?
Sure. You carry the blue and gray, blue and silver tiny lady out of the out to the waterfall ledge. You're gonna need people to take you out. Who wants to remove
I'll
you?
do it.
Yeah. Okay. The Goliath carefully lets you down onto the ground
Yes.
with the tiny figure. You guys can all see this figure. It's looks like a young female with silver hair, sort of a bluey, silvery, gray complexion, with a bit
Can
of
I
hints
take
of
this
green.
opportunity to cast Spare the Dying?
Okay, well, do you want to? I mean, do you want to make sure that they're
Do you want to see if
they're dead?
she's dying first?
All Spare the Dying does
hmm
is that if they're dying, it stabilizes them.
Okay, cool. You
So
cast.
I don't know, but I just want them to be
Yeah,
stable in case.
sure.
they're-
Worst case scenario, it's a spell slot.
Yeah,
It's
you
not even a spell slot; it's a cantrip.
you cast spare the dying first
Yes.
thing. Awesome. This
Great.
figure is just sort of laying there limply. You can see the eyes are open, but they don't seem to be noticing anything.
Great. So that means they're probably not dying.
They're blind as fuck.
Valid assumption.
Yeah. I mean, you could always use a medical if you want to use your medical skill, or
I
healing.
do have a medical skill.
You can
yeah,
you can
I have a
examine it
skill in
and
medicine.
look to see how it is.
I'll go for that. Yeah, I'll roll d20 for that.
Sure.
Where's my character sheet? Here it is. Where's my medicine skill? I have +3 medicine. So I rolled 17 + 3, so I
Okay.
rolled a 20.
So
Lo and behold, it's not alive at all.
first thing you can tell is that this thing is not it's not of everyday material or nature. This is some sort of spiritual or celestial, astral kind of thing, which you don't have much experience with, the body type thing of.
Mhm.
It looks dead, it appears dead, but you're not, like, just based off this sort of stuff and from your knowledge from studies and all that stuff, it might not be dead. It seems weird for a spirit of a location to actually physically die.
Can we place them in the water?
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
that seems like a good idea. Let's go for that.
Yeah. So you place her in the water and just sort of roll her in. She sinks into the bottom.
Fuck.
No. And you see she just sort of disappears. The body just sort of.
You just murder her.
This was the spirit of the cave, not the spirit of the one of the obviously. No, so you see the body actually sort of like it's almost like it dissolves, just disappears. And you hear this humming
Somebody
noise,
killed her.
and you hear this, "Thank you.
Never mind, we good.
Be good.
Oh.
Feel free to take my water, without charge."
Oh, epic. Okay.
Wow, we spooned the
Let's take
water.
We did the
out
right
of it.
thing.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. So let's take a fair amount of water. Like,
fill
good
up
amount,
whatever
enough. No.
jugs we were given.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have the
every-
jugs.
everybody has a jug that they can fill.
I'll fill the
6
jug.
jugs of magical water.
That's
Do we
4.
know what properties this water has?
Nope. You
Makes,
could.
makes good booze apparently.
I'm just waiting for it to cut back to me and Sebi on watch duty, and
We're
then we're
about
just
to.
dead.
Um,
Oh no.
just chilling.
So cut
Mhm.
back to you guys on watch duty. Actually, right now we're gonna just you guys are like having this amazing spiritual experience. Cut back to you guys. You're just like standing there. You see everybody looks like in the distance. They look sort of like semi-dazed, and you're like, "What the hell is going on there?" And then you suddenly hear this, "Thank you," out of nowhere, and you're just sort of
What the fuck?
Thank you
semi-confused.
for using self-check.
Check out. Yeah, it's got that Siri kind of voice that, "Thank you for your effort."
I just inhaled noodle
Yeah.
powder.
The guy beside you he's unconscious. Do you guys want to like check bodies? There's still stuff that you guys can be doing.
I'll check the corpse of the big guy.
Big guy corpse. Okay. Let's see. So on him you find a pouch filled with 30 gold pieces,
Nice. So I'll add that.
as well as one. You notice on the guy that you caught and one other member as well that you killed, as well as the main guy. These gemmed necklaces. The necklaces are made out of iron, but they seem to have a gem in the middle of them. You can always make a nature or a history check to try
Do
to
I?
figure out what type of stone this is, because it doesn't look normal. Also, an Arcana check works.
Oh, an Arcana check works? Yeah, I get a nothing on all that. Okay, I'll roll an Arcana check on it.
Sure.
Okay, get my funky d20 out. I will roll a 12.
You
Does it fail?
No, you have no idea what these are. These are likely some sort of stone that is local to the area, but you are clueless.
Shit.
Sebi, however, Asin,
Ew.
sorry, Isil, you know what these are. These are Asini gems. Asini gems are a very rare rock. They commonly aren't very big. These ones are actually larger than normal. And a lot of the time, they're found as flakes. People pan rivers looking for these in this region. They can be used magically, but they're also just really pretty, and they come in a variety of colors.
Nice.
You have a
All right.
green one, a blue one, and a red one.
All 3?
Well, each necklace. One necklace
Oh,
has a
okay.
blue, one necklace has a green, one necklace has a red. They're commonly used by the locals in some decorations, and it's really the most fancy sort of thing. It sort of shows status. Definitely.
How many of them are there? 2?
Three.
Down, peasant.
Three.
Just 3?
A red one, a green one, and a blue one.
Sebi, I take I take this one I have right here. This is the green one I have, right?
Sure, you can have the green
Okay.
one.
I have the green one. Sebi, you take the other 2. That way, in case one of us gets incapacitated, the other one doesn't. We don't lose all 3, and potentially money or plot roll-ins.
So this is so put down whichever color you have. It'll
Okay.
be that color, Iron Asini necklace.
Iron.
Asini necklace of
I don't know
whatever
how to
color you have. Asini is spelled A-S-I-N-I.
Asini. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
no problem. And then
That's all the corpses.
that is the only other thing that you find are a few more items on the big guy, the ringleader. You also find this horn. It looks weird though. It has some carvings on it, and as well, you find a letter on him.
Okay.
It's written in common,
Excellent.
Ah, sweet.
so you can read it if you want.
I will
Slightly
read it.
bloodstained. It says, when there are 2 horn blows, strike Maniki at the north. May we succeed. Your friend, Black.
So,
Do we know a guy named Black?
I am Rak.
do I know a guy named Black?
The only person that has something similar to Black that you know
Cantrip.
would be the second in command of the Watch,
Edwin?
which would be
Oh, is that the
Edwin.
really edgy guy?
Edwin, yeah.
Edwin
Edwin
and Big Bell.
Blackheart.
Edwin, can
Although
I?
you have heard him on occasion just referred to as Black for short.
Can I?
Well, let's
You don't know his handwriting.
Can I
though.
tell
Well, I'm
that?
not-
Can I tell that?
Yeah.
Can I tell that to Sebby? Because I.
Sure.
What's a good like hobgoblin voice? This is but. Black this is.
Just
Is that
become-
actually your character's
No.
voice? Okay.
no. It's just I'm not gonna fucking do the voice. I
You
can't
don't need to
the
do
voice.
voices. Just
This
like
is for. Black sounds like the second command or Big Bell, one of the two. I think I've heard him be called Black, so it might be him. So basically, don't blow this horn, unless we want to lure him into an ambush.
I mean, if they start like the attack with 2 horns blown,
Mm.
like wouldn't that technically mean they're not gonna attack because the second horn isn't blown?
Yes, unless this is the only horn, in which
Or
case
they might
they-
realize that something's wrong.
Yeah, but it'll
Blows
take.
of this horn, eh?
I like to point out that this horn that you currently have seems semi-magical, so you could always.
Mm.
Can
See,
you-
we can sell it.
Okay, Sebby, can you just like can you check this for magic? Because I have no arcana.
Does Semi,
Oh.
can Semi make an Arcana check?
I mean, sure, if somebody wants to make an Arcana check.
Oh,
Yes.
great!
Is your modifier anything good, or is it
I have +1.
excellent? That's better than me.
Ah, yes, 4.
Hey,
Oh,
you know what? Actually, this is a semi-common magic item from this region.
oh,
It is. This horn is linked to one other horn. When this horn is held up to your ear, you can then hear the other horn when it is blown, but nobody else will hear that horn. And when you blow this horn, the other person who has that horn, if they hold that horn up to their ear, can hear you blowing that horn, but nobody else can.
what would happen if
It's
I
a
were to do?
phone.
It's great. It's commonly used It's used almost everywhere, but it's very common during sneak attacks, because then you can make your army aware that they must be moving and signal people without actually, or signal an attack before
I have-
they know about it.
Didn't
I
they say
have-
that they were going to be attacking the next?
I have a plan for how to use this. I have 2 plans actually. One is just to destroy it, or 2 is to have people like 1 person watching, like, or at least 3 people watching Black and all that, and see what happens if I blow the horn, if he'll hear anything,
Okay,
or see if he has anything on him.
cool.
And if I blow it, then then everyone looking around see if anyone like reacts to.
That's a good
hearing
point.
the
Wait,
horn.
I'm not there. Never mind.
No, you're not there, but that's a good
Yeah.
plan. So I think so you guys are you guys all set? You've gotten everything that you want?
I'm
We have to
set.
go back to the.
I mean, you
Uh,
do have the unconscious guy strapped to the tree.
Actually, how is
Yeah.
the unconscious
Can
guy
you like
doing?
slap him and see if he wakes up?
Could I slap him?
Actually, first of all, are you guys gonna group back up together again and catch up
Yes.
on what went on?
Good plan.
Let's all group back at the unconscious guy with us
Yeah.
watching.
So you guys all group up back to the
Discuss
unconscious guy.
information that has unfolded. Brief.
And actually, you know what? We're gonna stop here. So we're gonna stop here, and then we'll come back to it in just a moment.
Alright.
So we'll all
Okay.
be
Yeah.
inside unconscious, man. Imagine like you're unconscious, you open your eyes and you see all 6 people just staring at you.